Oh no, you should be a weatherman, because once again you've predicted wrongly. It's not a beautiful day at all, it's Stephen. That was you two, XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis.
Claire Sturgis in for Carl Pilkington.
Carl Pilkington is on holiday as we speak.
Where has he got? Mauritius, was it?
Madeira. I think with his girlfriend's parents. You remember last week he was worried they'd never been abroad, and her dad was saying, what's the way to pack tea bags?
Yeah.
Carl's going, you get him over there. He was going, well, can I put him in a jar? He goes, put him in a jar. I phoned him up in the week, just before he went, I think Friday, said, have a nice time. And out Sunday, and he said, guess what he's doing now? What he said? He's packing margarine.
Oh, of course he is.
Bless him.
My dad does that. My parents always take tea bags wherever they're going.
Really?
You know, for fear of there being some kind of tea bag drought in France.
Yeah.
You know.
Is it wrong? But I mean,
I don't know. Is it because of maybe English breakfast tea you can't get over there? So
you can.
Can you though? I mean,
you
can get peach chips.
You
tea
can
is probably the single most popular drink in the world.
I know, but what about the fancy foreign teas, your Earl Greys and the like?
Well, I don't know.
Because I want good English breakfast. Don't bother me with Earl Grey. I don't know what that cup of tea is. It's not tea to me. It's laughable. It's weak. It's pathetic. Do
you know what? Earl Grey with a little bit of skimmed milk isn't so bad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh,
and is your husband a fan?
We've started.
Eh?
It's all off already.
All right, we've kick-started.
We'll go at each other. Sometimes sort of pretending, you know.
Sometimes pretending we're not close mates. You know,
and
friends, you know.
All that innuendo and that.
Smutty.
And I got a freaky goggle-eyed thing.
Once again,
I go too far. I sometimes go too far. I do ruin it when I go too far. So let's be nice. Wow. Let's have a bit of blur.
Ooh.
Well,
clever man. The fat man.
We're not out of time. We've got a whole hour and 50 minutes to go on the Ricky Gervais Steve Merchant Show. XFM 104.9.
I hope we have one of those after every record. They're great, aren't they? I think if you were actually like a proper DJ, if you actually tried to do the Dr. Fox thing, I think you'd be quite good.
Really? I think I could only survive doing that sort of post 11 p.m. Oh, quiet things down now. I love all that.
Yeah. Late sort of radio.
That American jock type thing as well. I listen to Saga radio now sometimes.
What?
It's on digital. I think it's radio for the over 50s. And it plays. It was playing Cliff Richards this morning. It played Sammy Davis Jr. It played the Beatles' Here Comes the Sun, and I was loving it. I was thinking,
it's aimed at your age group.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got a bad back. I've been complaining of a bad back all week. He's been ill.
Don't even start.
We haven't worked this week. He's been ill with the flu.
Still not bad. I'll tell you this. I Wednesday morning, I think it was, I woke up and I had the head, the sore throat, the aching body, and I immediately thought I've got the SARS virus. I genuinely, because I've always been a bit of a hypochondriac. I mean, Ricky pretends to be, but I genuinely was petrified.
That doesn't make sense, does it? How can you pretend to be a hypochondriac? No, I am a hypochondriac, and you are genuinely always ill. You're always you've always got a bit of a snuffle.
So I'm justified in thinking it might be the deadly.
You're a sickly
virus.
child. I don't know what's happened to you.
Well, I think
it's so much to do with West Country breeding, and you haven't. I don't know. No, he hasn't got normal sort of barriers to sort of flu and cold.
His immune system is all shot.
Claire, look at him.
I'm quite a weak child.
Yeah, I know.
I'll probably die in a garret having written some bloody brilliant poetry. But then I'll die of consumption.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I went online to check out what exactly the symptoms of the SARS virus were. And seriously, I did. I was so panicked. So I went straight online, and it was exactly what I had. It is
a strain of flu. That's why.
Exactly. That was the thing. That's what I had. So I was thinking to myself, because it said the incubation period was between 2 and 7 days. I thought, well, where have I been that I could maybe have got contact with people from? And then I thought, wait a minute, BAFTAs. I think I brushed against a couple of the guys from Banzai.
I know.
I'm thinking, hang on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I was suddenly getting a little bit eggy, because I mean, there was a lot of people. There's like 1,500 people at the BAFTAs, so I mean, any one of them could be carrying it.
Yeah.
So I was really just panicked, but I didn't immediately rush to the doctors.
No.
Because you've got to wait for ages down there. Dr. Shah's brilliant, but you've got to queue up for ages, because it's down in Swiss Cottage where I live, and I'll tell you, there's some dregs in there in the waiting room. Oh man alive! People who've just gone in there to read the magazines, and they've just sat there. There's some people who just waste the doctor's time. That's what annoys me. A lot of old people, a lot of Saga listeners, who just waste people's time.
I know. I went to accident emergency once because done with legging. And I'll tell you what, you look round and you think, oh, look at all these people. Look at these, they should be, there's hardly any of them weren't handcuffed to someone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You go to Casual on a Friday night and it's like, oh, awful.
Yeah, and there's, and so, I mean, it was that thing, well, I could either go to Dr. Shah, but that's NHS, or I could go to one of the Medi centres. They charge money, Claire. And I mean, I know it's a killer disease, but you know, I'm not making cash.
You don't want it, you don't want it.
Because what if it isn't? That's money wasted.
You don't get your money back, do you?
I mean, I really need him to say, you've got the deadly SARS virus for it to be worth the 80 quid. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as I suspected that, you know, it was 50-50, I decided not. I decided to ride it out. And thankfully, so far, I've not
You're
died.
looking all right.
No, you're all right. You're all right.
Okay, so
you're all right. Yeah. Well, that's lucky. So
I noticed that I phoned him up. I said, I don't think I can work. And I mean, Ricky's a close friend of mine. I've known him for a time now, and I really consider him one of my best mates. But I'll be honest with you, you didn't rush round with a bowl of soup, did you?
I don't want to catch it, do I? There's no point in both of us being ill.
Well, this was the implication, because it wasn't that you explicitly said, in this relationship, you're the one that's expendable. But that was the sort of underlying suggestion I felt.
No, I just thought, to be honest, I thought I could do with a day off as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought, well, don't worry then. Don't tennis.
Yeah.
No, but I was.
What's wrong with your back then, Rick?
I don't know. I think it's just age. I don't know. I don't get things seen to, so it's just been hurts when I tie my shoelaces. That's why I'm wearing clogs. It's so much easier. Drawstring trousers and clogs, you know.
You used to go to the doctor a lot more, though. You don't tend to do it now.
Well, I'm not paranoid anymore. I had two flashes when my mum died of cancer. Twice, I think, I said, oh, there's a lump. Once
I've been to the doctors twice with him.
Yeah.
Have you? Seriously?
I've seriously sat in a waiting room with him twice.
Well, I just went up for the.
mum.
You know, I thought, oh God, I felt them. I didn't need to do it then, did I? I naturally just touched my. But
we should point out that Ricky's mother didn't die of testicular cancer. That it just
No. But I had it. So I thought, oh God, well I've got it now. And I think I went along once with testicular cancer, didn't I?
Yeah, you had the testy problem once. I remember because I remember sitting in the waiting room looking through an old Argos catalogue with you for some reason. I think that was the only thing to read.
Then I thought I had throat cancer, didn't I?
Yeah, because I think you had a bit of a sore throat, didn't you?
But then I think I'm over that. I was just like, sent me a bit. So, it's just
Why
a
were
bad
you fiddling around down below? Because I mean, it wasn't like I called on you to do some work and you said I've got to rush to the doctors. I think it was like lunchtime.
Yeah.
So you'd obviously be meddling around down there.
Well, I know I tested a few times, but I'm never sure.
What, during the day, though? I mean, can't you do that when you first get, maybe before you go to bed? Not in a restaurant when we're eating dinner.
Yeah, but he likes to, he has to
Certainly
shower
not spaghetti
midday.
and kumquats.
Exactly.
That confused me. I don't know where the hands
You
were.
put me right off my meatballs.
Oh dear.
But Ricky, just to clear it, you are okay, aren't you?
Yeah, of course.
Just a bad back.
Yeah, just a bad back. Yeah, let's have a record, shall we? Bit of Bruce Springsteen, be lovely. During breaks and Painkiller on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis.
Yeah, no, it's good to be here. I'm missing hearing Karl, actually.
Should mention him because people remember them. They go, oh yeah.
I know.
We're trying to pretend.
How are you, Sturgis, by the way? We've not really said hello to you.
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do you look forward to these occasions when you get to stand in for Karl?
I get a little bit nervous.
Is it intimidating? I imagine it would be.
No, it is a bit intimidating because he's such a funny man. But you know, once I'm here, I'm okay.
No, he is. It's not like he's doing it on purpose. It's you know what I mean. So
he's a natural.
At least you know what you're saying.
yeah, it's good point. Yeah,
it's not all downhill, is it?
No, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
no, it'll be fine. It's only an hour and a half to go. We'll be okay. Can we talk about Can we talk about the BAFTAs? I don't want to sort of go on about, with the awards and everything.
I don't like to talk about it.
want to talk about
Yeah.
Claire, I mean...
what do you want to know?
What do you want to know? How many you won? Or?
Well, of course we won. Well, I know how many you won. We're all watching, obviously.
Not everyone does, though, Claire. I mean...
How many did you win, Steve?
You might want to remind me.
What, in all, or what? What are you talking about?
Do you mean this year and last?
Two now, two last year, 4 in all.
So it's 4 in all. 2 of those are Ricky's, specifically his.
No, Steve, what I really want to talk about was Ricky's white suit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, listen. Well, let me explain. Never mind all that. One, it's actually, I bought it for a photo shoot because I'm doing this thing. I've got a DVD coming out in October, and I'm doing a spoof of the front cover of Thriller. So I bought a white suit, and I got it right. And I thought, well, I might as well wear that then now and get it dry clean.
I thought you blagged it.
And I thought when I put it on, I looked a bit like Sean Connery as James Bond. Apparently, I looked like Tattoo from Fantasy Island.
The little midget guy.
Yeah. Sure. Which is, I did watch it back, and there are some resemblances. At one point, I did plan, which was, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I thought...
Well, when he suggested he was going to wear it, I said, that's crazy. I said, it's madness. Because I knew it would come back and haunt him. I got
away with it, though.
Well, did you?
No.
I mean, what was it I said to you? We were talking about it, and he said...
Oh, no, he said, what are you wearing it with? A sort of white shirt and a white tie? I went, no. I'll wear a black tie. He said, right. He went, you should do it with the white shirt and the white tie. He went, do that whole Randall Hopkirk thing. And I went, that's what I'm worried about. He went, what, you're worried people think you're a ghost?
I mean, pathetic. I didn't think it was a good idea. I just love the way that if you're a celebrity, somehow you're allowed to wear, nonsense, outrageous clothes because it's kind of expected of you because, you're
But it wasn't mental. It wasn't like Graham Norton going in curtains or Jonathan Ross dressing up as Lawrence Welland-Bowen. It was just a white suit.
But it's just that thing of, I am. It's cheeky Ricky Gervais here. Look what I'm wearing.
I was worried there was going to be chocolate mousse, though.
Yeah.
Or Johnny Vegas was going to greet me and throw up immediately. Yeah. It was sort of I had to keep away from people.
And what you're sitting on. But I tell you what, I think it worked with Anne Robinson, didn't it?
Do you think she
winked at you when you went. She liked you.
She just can't stop that. She's made it into a catchphrarise. But
you made her giggle like a little schoolgirl.
I knew it was safe though to say that thing about her drinking because I'd done a non-broadcast pilot with her this year. For a friend was the producer, and it's a new show called Look Who's Coming to Dinner, and the premise is I choose sort of 6 heroes that are alive, and so I knew it was all right, so I didn't just go out there and start insulting this poor middle-aged woman. I sort of knew she could take a joke. She's all right. She's obviously she's not really like that, so yeah.
No, but I loved the way she just giggled like a little girl.
I think she was quite good, actually. I think it's better when she's sort of ad-libbing. I don't think she's as good when she's sort of got lines and she's hitting marks. She's quite good when she's sort of... like when Peter Kay came on, she went, have you dyed your hair? Yeah. And he went, have I dyed my hair? He said, what sort of talk is that? Which I thought was quite nice.
Your quote was good, though.
What?
When you went, peace, or war.
I just hate it when, oh God, celebrities get their political... I've got to say something political because there's all that suffering in the world. And I don't know... It's like those things you see in the papers where it's got general elections or war, and it's got a picture of Billie Piper, just a picture, and it goes Labour. Or it's got, Ross Kemp, no to war. But when would that be influential?
No idea.
It's sort of like someone goes to what do you think of war? I go, well, I don't know. I've made your mind up. Well, no, it's difficult, isn't it? Is it? Well, yeah, because on the one hand...
I don't know where I stand.
Well, exactly. On the one hand, you could say that, war is wrong because it causes suffering, but on the other hand, that's a knee-jerk reaction. Some wars are justified, like stopping, fascism or whatever, and, like pacifism. Sometimes you have to defend, so it's not clear and cut. I go, okay, let's make it easier for you. What do you think of the little black one in Sugar Babes? I think she's brilliant. She hates war. That's me. That's me done then.
Exactly. Does that help sway your
yeah, but I don't know when it is influential.
Do you remember when that young au pair was over in America and she got arrested for the murder or the death rather of that young child? I forget her name. Do you remember that story?
Louise Woodward.
Well, do you remember there was a whole section in the paper there where there was I think it was members of Coronation Street saying, release her, please release her.
I remember you said you fancied her.
Who's that?
You said you fancied her when it was all happening.
Well,
he said, I think he was the danger.
There was an element of that. Do you know what I thought it was?
I would love you to go out with Louise Woodward.
The thing about Wooders...
what's she doing now?
The thing about Wooders is that she... My suspicion was that when she came back and she'd been cleared of it,
she hadn't been cleared of it.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
Wasn't she?
No.
I don't think she. I think
no,
it was
she'd done her time, and it was. I think it was manslaughter.
I think.
Really?
I'm not sure about this.
Teetering on the edge of getting.
Well, no. If someone knows, call up. We don't know this, so don't.
Yeah,
don't.
But I think you're right.
Well, either way, it was a tragic accident, and she wasn't a murderess. That was the clear point, and it just struck me that. Nevertheless, there would probably be a certain stigma. So she was down, kind of Monroe's on a Wednesday night, looking for a dance. Probably there weren't going to be a lot of guys queuing up for her because they were conscious that, she had this certain reputation. Whereas Ding Dong, Gentleman Steve, I'm happy to step in.
Do you know what? I'd let her babysit because she'd be so careful, wouldn't she? Do you know what I mean? She'd be on real best behaviour.
Yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't be talking about it.
But I do wonder what she's up to now.
Well, if you know...
08700 800 123.
If you're a lawyer and we've said something wrong, let us know now. We'll apologise quickly.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, good luck to you, Louise. If you're out there listening, good luck. And Ricky.gervais at xfm.co.uk. That's the
I don't
email
want my
address.
name. I don't want my name attached in case.
Get in touch.
Yeah. You're free tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm free. I'm free. For the next 8 years, I think.
Play a record.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sweet. 10-story love song. Love song? Yeah, 10-story love song from the Stone Dozes.
Yeah. See, it's not as easy as it looks.
It's not. And I'll tell you, also because I'm a little under the weather still.
Yeah.
So that's my excuse.
You've had a week off.
I'll tell
Concentrate.
I mean, I've got cable TV, but there is nothing on, is there, in the daytime? It is just. I mean, I love Today with Des and Mel.
That's good.
Brilliant.
That's all like that. With Joe Pasquale on again. He always pops up. I love it when he pops
Joe
up.
Pasquale is an absolute joy.
I love Joe. Genuinely, without irony,
Yeah.
I really like Joe Pasquale.
Do you know him? Have you met him?
No, I haven't. No, but I really, really like him. I think he's really funny.
He's really good.
Yeah.
One of his jokes that I've always enjoyed is, why is there a lock on the door of the 24/7 shop? It's good.
He's a thoughtful man.
It's good. It's open all the time, Claire.
No, I just like his squeaky voice.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't like jokes.
But no, I only caught the end the other day, but it was brilliant. Des was singing a medley of Buddy Holly songs.
He doesn't quite sing, does he?
It's talking, right?
It's like pulling your punch. It's my way from the thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He can't actually.
He's not actually singing, it's talking. It's kind of talking the words.
Yeah.
But he knew Buddy, apparently, and he toured with him. So.
I am an antichrist. I'm an antichrist. He never quite finished. It's lovely.
No, he's great.
He's got no breath. But,
but it's the adverts in between.
He is 73 though.
He's amazing for it.
Doing well, isn't he?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good
Sorry,
looking
who's 73?
Des O'Connor.
Is he seriously?
Yeah, I think so.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, good luck to him.
Sorry,
A
that
toast
just
to Des O'Connor.
Yeah.
Raise your glasses, and all you listening at home. So Des O'Connor.
I'd love to see him interview Louise Woodward.
Yeah, indeed.
Do you want to hear some Louise Woodward? I have had some calls.
But I don't know if they're true or not, though, do you? What
No,
did
it's
you
true.
hear?
Well, I think one of the...
we
studying
mustn't.
law...
No, we mustn't say that shop that she works in.
No, wouldn't say that. But
in case it's...
I'm sure I read the same thing, Steve. Someone said they read that she was studying law, and I think I read that because she knows so much about it.
Yeah.
Now she decided
going
to
through
go
the system, yeah.
You never know
study
when it comes in
herself.
useful.
But she has been spotted in various parts of the country selling all manner of things.
Okay, brilliant.
And, so who knows?
Door to door?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, I'm from Mothercare.
We've got to stop this now. It's not
Okay,
fair.
that's that. Yeah.
It's all water under the bridge.
Anyway, let's play a record. Let's play a record, Claire. No, I'll talk about it later.
We're scared
I think,
now.
Yeah, we've just got ourselves in trouble. I think we just need to go and consult our lawyers.
Would you like some Peter Gabriel?
Oh, this is a beautiful track. And it was actually in Vanilla Sky, so a bit of resurgence. This is Salisbury Hill. Brilliant. Peter Gabriel, what a lovely track that is. Salisbury Hill on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis.
You know, if Karl was here, do you
Yeah.
know what he'd want now?
Probably ads, no.
Some adverts.
Yeah. Do you want some now?
Oh, it's what Karl would have wanted.
Okay. For Carl, then, some ads.
Placebo and Bitter End. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant. Claire Sturgis in for Karl Pilkington.
Doing a good
who's
job.
in Madeira.
Indeed. Is that where the cake's from?
Yeah, it was named after, I think, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's nice, lovely. It's sort of,
I don't know where Madeira is.
it's sort of off Africa.
Okay.
But it's, I think,
There are a lot of old
Portuguese.
people go there, isn't
There
there?
are a lot of old people there. There are a lot of
Well,
old people
Karl
there.
is essentially a
He's old
50-year-old
before his time,
man in the body
yeah.
of a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I think it
Whereas Ricky Gervais...
Whoa.
Oh,
Party by the Pool, it was. It was actually really good. I'd much prefer that than, we went to Greece once and we wandered in this place by mistake going through this, and it was just full of people in Everton shirts and Liverpool shirts and just drinking lager. Like, oh, where's the fun in that? And just, I can't, the idea of Butlins, millions of families screaming around would drive me
Butlins
mental.
is the most extraordinary place I've ever been to. I went there with a bunch of
We
friends.
can't slag it off, but I mean, not Butlins specifically, just anything.
No, I'm not slagging Butlins off.
No.
It's just
But it is
was
an
just
extraordinary
I've never been to
an
Butlins.
extraordinary
Yeah.
place. The bars themed. One bar themed in the Wild West style.
Brilliant.
But a tribute band to Status Quo playing.
Really?
It was extraordinary. So you walk in the swing doors, and there's Status Quo playing, and everyone else is, all the staff dressed in cowboy outfits. and cowgirl outfits, serving drinks.
I've told you this before, but I sneaked into Butlins. We sneaked in one night, and we didn't know what was on, and they were serving lager and chips, and there's just loads of families and lots of northern men in short-sleeve shirts and kids running around and stuff. And so they just arranged the chairs in the sort of dance hall, and they went, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment for this evening is David Copperfield, not the magician. And it was a bloke from Three of a Kind.
Of course.
He came out, he did it all, he did all the jokes, he did all the, hello, how are you? Oh, you're nice. You know, to people in the audience. And then his finale was he stood on a chair because there wasn't a stage, and he did classical gas, seriously, on guitar. And then they went out, and he went, thanks for it. He went off, and they stopped clapping, and he came back on to get his jacket.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Yeah. It was great. There was also a girl-boy duo in blue satin called Joint Effort, which I was loving. And at the end, right, I think it was on a Saturday night, so people were leaving sort of the next day, or Friday night, they're leaving the next day. And the kids and that were sort of like going to Redcoats, and they were crying. Right, and all the Redcoats and Joint Effort, and they did We Are the World.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. What an amazing night that was.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
They are incredible places.
Yeah.
Joint Effort. I saw a documentary, I'm sure I saw a documentary, which is finding out what the likes of David Copperfield are up to now.
Yeah.
And he was a thatcher, wasn't he? Wasn't he mending roofs?
I think so, yeah. I think you're right, yeah.
I saw him saying, they said, would you not want to be back on primetime TV? And he said, do you know, I think I prefer mending roofs.
Well,
I'm not sure.
Well, he's probably the same as David Van Day with that advert when he said he got to the point where I prefer to sell burgers than records.
No, you didn't. You never preferred selling burgers, David.
Have you watched any of the Reborn in the USA?
I love it.
See,
absolutely love it.
I missed it, and I'm gutted.
It's Hadley or Cox. It's Hadley or Cox all the way, I reckon.
Who's Cox?
We close our eyes, we never lose him.
What band is that? Go West.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's probably the best singer in a sort of stand-up cabaret.
And how does it work? Do they get voted out as they go around?
Yeah.
So it's Sonia's gone, isn't
No, there's two from the studio audience. Two are nominated, the lowest people, and then Britain, people in Britain vote one back on the bus.
Can I just ask why they're doing it in the States? Why didn't they just do it in this country?
Well, because it was meant to be relaunch their career without prejudice, I assume.
Okay.
And also as an excuse to go to America, I suppose, and people not know him. Although fame is creeping in. I think a lot of people recognise Tony Hadley.
Yeah.
Particularly when he sang True at karaoke.
Yes. Is he as good as ever?
He's fine. He's a bit dramatic, but he's all right.
Now, from your sort of your brief pop phase, are any of these faces familiar to you? Did you ever bump into them?
Oh no, but no, no.
You never hung out with Hadley, or
no, we all lived in the same house.
Yeah, you did. Didn't you have a run-in with Bucks Fizz?
Oh, yeah.
No, did you?
Once when we were going up to do a TV show, and A&R man had just forgotten about us, and we were there. We were at the airport. We didn't have the tickets, and so Bucks Fizz, who were doing the same show, and I remember they tried to smuggle us through. They had sort of like them and their crew, and they just like showed us the tickets. They went through, and they went, "Well, like that would work." They went, "Oh, okay, sorry."
Did the two girls stand in the lobby, whip off their skirts, everyone was sidetracked while you legged it through?
Well, I was on the shoulders of Bobby G and wearing a really long coat.
Yeah.
And they went, "Bobby," he went, "Yes, I am taller now."
You're not taller in the flesh than you are on top of the pops.
Yeah.
And fatter.
I wasn't fat then.
You weren't fat then, no, you're right.
Yeah, no, but I love it. And the other thing I've been watching is American Pop Idol.
Right,
that was last night. It's great, really good, yeah.
This is Simon Cowell?
Ruben's going to win. Huh?
Is that the one that Jerry Halliwell is part of?
No, this is Randy Jackson, What's Up Dog, Paula Abdul, and Simon Cowell. Yeah. But Simon Cowell makes so much more sense in that context.
Yeah.
Because they're all... you're great, and they stand up and they clap, and he goes, "Oh, sit down, it was all right," and it makes so much more sense. You know what I mean? Over here, it's a bit of a pantomime sort of drama queen, but over there, he's the
sort of voice of
sanity. Exactly, yeah. But that's the trash TV that I watched.
That you've watched.
Yeah. But
recently.
no, Reborn's funny. But once again, public are stupid. They voted out that was driving everyone mad, and there was fights. Because they
really were nasty to
because
Sonia.
They really went for it. They voted out Chris Eubank.
And Celebrity Big Brother.
Keep him in.
I don't think the public should be allowed to vote on TV shows. I don't think they know what's best for them. It does strike me that, like, in the golden age of EastEnders, if people had said, do you want to vote out Dirty Dan, they'd have gone, yeah, he's nasty.
I know, yeah. That's that confusion, either with entertainment and punishing people, yeah. They should keep them in and then make them lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've had all the best of both worlds.
What about the new celebrity, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of
Now,
Here?
who's in that? The one?
Daniela Westbrook.
Yeah.
Catalina, that model.
Yeah. Don't know her.
Yeah, exactly.
The one
Anthony Worrell Thompson, why? Why does he want to...
You've got someone to cook, ain't you?
Well,
that one from Changing... Yeah, the girl from Changing Rooms.
Yeah, Linda Barker.
Yeah. Oh, Phil Tufnell.
Who?
Phil Tufnell, cricketer. I'm going to put some money on him to win. I reckon he's going to win, because apparently he's sort of funny and nice and everything. And, yeah.
Would you ever do any of those?
Absolutely not. No.
I genuinely think if you were in the Celebrity Big Brother house,
immediately
you would be voted out. It would be before the public get a chance to vote.
Yeah.
The housemates would have got you out somehow.
Yeah.
They'd have
left.
Or they'd have left. Yeah,
I might win. I might win by default.
They'd have all climbed over the roof like that guy Sandy.
Yeah.
They'd have all climbed out like within the first 10 minutes.
I saw Sandy the other day, actually, doing
still on the run, is he?
Just climbing over.
Sandy.
Get off my roof.
I got really excited in Selfridges.
Does he look like a wombat up close?
No, he's really good looking.
Shut up.
No, seriously. I saw him in the hat section at Selfridges because he's a personal shopper telling them they look gorgeous.
Jane went there specifically to meet Sandy.
No,
just
did
for
she?
Yeah.
I got really excited.
Is he working there?
Yeah,
he's a
he always
personal
was.
shopper. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he sign autographs and stuff?
I'm sure
No,
he
he calls himself Alex now.
What?
Eh?
Yeah, he's not allowed to call him Sandy. Selfridges wouldn't. What should we say and get him sacked? Get him voted out of the Selfridges household. Oh,
Why is he a personal shopper?
Yeah.
That's just to me the epitome of indulgence. If you've got money to spend on a personal shopper,
that. Oh, I'd love to do that.
Man alive!
No,
is that someone who pushes your trolley?
No,
is that how it works?
you just say.
Can I get one of those in Waitrose?
No. It's like asking an assistant. You go, I need some black trousers and some brown shoes and this range, and they go, okay, and they go and get you a range, so you don't have to go. It's not like.
Yeah, but I still love it.
Yeah,
but you have to pay for it. It's not.
No, you don't pay for the service. You pay for the clothes if you buy them. It's
really?
not. Yeah, it's not like
Steve,
Lady Di having Harrods opened for her.
So I could walk in there and get Sandy from Big Brother to just do some shopping.
In fact, I'd love you to.
But could I get him, like, once he's finished in Selfridges, could he pop to the Co-op for me?
No, like he can't do that. No, he can't do that.
What?
No.
Seriously? So there'd be people queuing up, wouldn't there?
Well, why? Selfridges, you can't. People don't go and shop in Selfridges for the sake of it to meet Sandy, do they?
No, but to get a personal shopper, why wouldn't everyone have one? I don't understand why everyone wouldn't do it if they're not charging you for it.
Oh, Steve, you and me later on.
I'll tell you this, I don't think people realise that, Rick. He's going to be inundated now.
You know when you go to Selfridges, you will not be able to buy that suit you got for £97. It's a lot more expensive than that.
What?
You can't.
You
can't get shoes for £29 in there.
I'm not bothering.
No, exactly. You see, that's where you're going to come unstuck.
It's not worth it.
I'd love a great record now, Claire.
Okay.
I'm going back to Bristol this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I am going to be. I've got £100 to spend, so I'm looking to get a 3-piece suite.
Yeah.
Dinner suit.
Yeah.
A
wife.
Well. Possibly. I think my sister's back.
Neil Young, Man Needs a Maid. What a great track that is. Well, we got some ads again, so don't worry about that.
Oh, great.
No, after that, though, the brand new single from Radiohead.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Love Radiohead.
I've not heard it yet.
I'm sure it's wonderful. I haven't heard it yet, but wow. Imagine how disappointed I've been.
You put your neck on the line.
Yeah.
So.
And we got tickets to give away to a new Spike Lee film, which is we've both seen 25th Hour.
It's good.
Which is great. So look forward to that.
Yeah, that's all coming. Plus, I would imagine a bit more chit chat.
A little chat and some other great records. Some
Happy
laughs.
Easter.
Yeah. Happy Easter. The new single from Radiohead.
What do you make of it?
I love Radiohead, so I'm prejudiced, and I like just about everything they do. I still play the Bends regularly. I had to replace it on CD because I wore it out.
Really?
I just think it's amazing. I think they're great. They're coming in, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're coming in a couple of times. I think Phil and Ed, who are my favourites, are doing Zoe in a few weeks. And I think Tom York is going to be doing John Kennedy on Exposure, doing one of those album playbacks where he comes and talks about each track.
He's so shy as well. Yeah. He came into Uda once, and he was just so shy. He hated it all because people were looking at him. And, he's great. He's brilliant.
A toast.
Funny little
to
fella.
Radiohead.
Yeah.
Happy Easter, Tom, and all
Easter.
that.
Don't eat too many eggs, boys.
Oh, calm down, you crazy guys. No, we were talking earlier about the fact, because I've been ill this week, and so I've just been lying on the sofa, dosed up. I was a bit feverish as well in the week, and I at one point I had a real kind of movie. If I'm ill, I like to be like you're ill in the movies, and I was tossing and turning in bed. I had the fever. I was waking up. I was sweating, all sorts, and I keep waking up really early, and I'm sort of watching daytime TV for hours, and the adverts that you see in the daytime, I mean, because we do actually work. A lot of people think we just doss around all day, but we do actually work, and so I don't get to see TV in the day much. And the adverts, it's not adverts you see at night during.
I know.
They're incredible, and it's like.
Was it for surgical stockings?
Well, a lot of them are either aimed at people who basically are waiting to die.
Right.
It would seem. Or
I love that advert. Waiting to die.
Well, they are a bit like that. I mean, there's a couple. There's one with Christopher Timothy. He sat in a pub on his own, just having a pint in the afternoon. I think this was before he. Became a doctor. He's having a pint on his own, looking through the job
He's had a
ads.
good career, any vet, doctor. I think he's always wanted to play a lawyer.
Yeah. And he basically says in so many words, I can't remember it verbatim, but he basically says, you're probably getting on a bit. You're not going to be around forever. You could drop dead tomorrow. Have you made provisions for your children and your family and your wife? And I think you at home were supposed to go, oh Christ, I haven't.
Oh.
And I was feeling my testicles earlier. They are a bit lumpy.
Yeah.
Oh no. Or
I had to bend down quite low to feel them.
Exactly.
So, I am getting on a bit.
Exactly.
In fact, what I do now is pull them towards me and kick them up like Beckham with a ball.
Yeah.
And on the way back down, I have a quick feel.
Yeah. Or when the kids come to visit.
Yeah.
And
stop playing with Grandad's testicles. Where have you put them? Where have you put them? We've put them on the mantel. Oh, you little devils, go on with you. Do you want a Werther's original?
And that's another advert you see constantly with as originals. So they've got those, and then they've got the adverts, which I always love, which are adverts for any kind of Claims Direct or any of those things. It's just invariably there's a reconstruction of an accident that might have happened, someone tripping over a paving slab. There's one which is particularly chilling of a guy who I think he's with his kid watching football, and he's thinking to himself, I bet he's thinking, I wish I could join in. And it flashes back, and there he is up a ladder on a very shiny surface with no one supporting it, frankly.
He's asking for trouble.
Yeah. Frankly, I blame him. Yeah. And then it topples for no reason. I don't know why it topples.
Right.
Wind, let's say.
Yeah.
Whenever I see it, I always think...
I hope he never walks again.
Well, he falls off it.
Did he smash his face in? Did he fall on a spike? Because if he's going to go up that ladder on a shiny surface
unattended,
with no one holding it, right? Did he fall? Did he crack? Did he fall backwards on his head? The little...
Worse still, Gervais.
Right, did he do the splits and crush his nuts?
Worse than that.
One.
He made a considerable lump sum of cash thanks to the efforts of one of those claims companies. Eh?
Oh, no.
All right. His negligence has seen him $3,000 richer.
Steve, was there a yokel with a pitchfork looking up as he fell on it?
Nothing.
Oh,
he fell off. I think he must have bruised his ankle or strained a ligament.
That's not enough. That hasn't taught him anything.
Well, it's not taught him a lesson. In fact, if anything, it has encouraged him to be more foolhardy in the future. Because if you're going to dish out $5 grand willy-nilly to these people, these lunatics, these oafs... These simpletons.
Do you know one of my favourite adverts was the one in sort of the back of those glossy magazines you get given away, and there was always an old woman, and she'd fallen right in her front porch or whatever, and she was just reaching out, but she was too weak to reach the phone. So it was sort of like you carry a little button around with you that you press. Yeah. I love the idea of that. She looked so vulnerable. It was mine.
But it's I always feel with those kind of those claims adverts that it's almost like saying, I'm not going to say it explicitly. Yeah. Here are some ideas for you. Yeah. Paving slabs. Yeah. Is there one near you?
Yeah.
Could you have a little trip?
Exactly. Yeah.
If you've got a step ladder.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything, but
maybe
read between the lines.
The shiny floor.
There is money to be made.
There's adverts in the back of those. Do you remember Innovations catalogue?
Well, I just read this week Innovations catalogue is being closed down.
Gutted.
Yeah. The
Is it
Innovations
really?
catalogue, which is, it used to go to something like
I'll tell you
50
what,
million homes or something.
I love the Innovations catalogue. You do think, well, I could do with that. Because I want...
I've never thought that.
I do. I want to spend money on an advantage in life. Like, you know, I want the power packs and hoverboards and things that are like to see through walls. Just for 19.99.
Yeah,
They don't work, do they? I bought oxygen. Did you really? I bought oxygen.
What do you mean you bought oxygen?
Well, me and my mate was sort of like, I'd run it. It was about like, I don't know, 1987. And me and my mate, Wally, we were doing long distance running together. We were trying to get good. And I thought, I'll just have some oxygen before the race. And
What do you mean some oxygen? It's there, free in the air. What's in there?
You got some big canisters.
A canister of oxygen?
It didn't work. It just smelled like you were sniffing mints. I couldn't get any in.
What was it supposed to do?
Well, you know, oxygenate the blood so you can.
Right.
But yeah, I don't
Make
know
you
why.
slightly red
How
in
much
the
was
face.
it?
I don't know. I can't remember. But
Mine was 19.99. It was a big canister.
It was rubbish.
Why did you buy it for? I mean, he was at least doing a job.
For much the same
doing
reason.
a job.
I was
But it does seem to me
training.
that, because the problem with the Innovations catalogue is that for the few idiots that buy stuff like you, there are hundreds, thousands who just looked through it and laughed at the absurdity of, you know, a motorised tie rack.
I bought the
I know,
Abs
yeah.
Master.
Who
I
is
bought
so
the Abs
lazy that they
Master.
need that?
Yeah, I bought that.
The Abs Master. I worked for a while answering the mail and opening the mail for returns. It wasn't the Innovations people, but it was if that's the kind of middle class version, this was a very much more working class thing. It was how to get hot dogs out of a tin and all the rest of it. And there was stuff in there that was incredible. There was one item that was in the catalogue, and it was. Yeah, I know, like me, you've probably thought to yourself, I just haven't got time to boil the kettle and fill up my hot water bottle.
Oh, I know.
You thought that takes upwards of a minute and a half to do. What I need is some kind of state-of-the-art kind of plastic container with some kind of blue gel inside, which I put in the microwave, and that heats up, right? So that was what this device was. You put it in the microwave, you buzz it in there for like 30 seconds, saving yourself, a minute of preparation time. And we used to get them sent back. I swear to God, they would send that. They'd be split.
Yeah, they
Old
exploded,
women saying, I heated something in the microwave, I went to sleep, it split asunder, and the blue gel scorched my legs. I've got third-degree burns. And do you know
Old
what
woman with a scolding. Call claims direct.
But do you know what we used to do? I used to say, do they not sue over this stuff? And they told me, they said, they never sue, they're not, they're old ladies, they don't realise they can sue. What we normally do is send them a replacement. So I'd have to send replacements back to these old women who had scalded their legs. We didn't even send them the money back. We just sent them a replacement. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sometimes I always felt
And a
like...
new pair of tights, at least.
At least.
And sheets, bed sheets, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Imagine that, though.
I did have an Abs Master, one of those things that, you try it on. Jane bought it for me for a birthday once. And,
The
the electronic thing, you put it on,
that
right?
hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I turned it full up, right? And at one point...
Now, what's this? Sorry, I don't understand what this is.
You try it... Put it round you, it sticks to your body, and it's an electrical charge, and it's like doing sit-ups. Every time it does it, it's like you're doing a sit-up, but without you sitting up, right? And at one point, I had it on, I'd done it for a few weeks, and at one point, I was laying on the couch in my pants with this on, watching telly, drinking a bottle of wine and eating cheese. She said, I don't think it works like that. I thought, if this works, it's the greatest invention of all time.
It's like you can eat, and it's kind of working it off for you as you're eating.
I know, yeah. Oh, dear.
Oh, if only.
That'd be great. I did see one thing in one of those little magazines once, and this is hilarious, right? What it was, it's a bloke in a wheelchair, right? And then there's another one of him, and it's raining, so he's got a cagoule on that covers him and his wheelchair.
Oh, no.
And just his little face. So it looks like somebody you'd covered a motorbike in, and it's just his little face. I thought that was great. Oh, dear. Oh,
Innovations, it's finished.
That
It's
is
over.
great. It's all over. Should we have a
It's
record?
over.
It'd be lovely.
A toast to the Innovations
A
catalogue.
toast to innovations.
You have provided nothing of much use for 15 years.
Happy Easter.
Happy egg. Oh, well, that's it. That's Merchant's embarrassment, not mine. He bought that in. He wanted to play a little bit of
It's a great
Pink
track.
Floyd. I went, well, yeah, it's a great track. It's a great track when it plays all the way through.
It is playing all the way through, isn't it?
Is that a bootleg?
Well, it is playing now, but, do you want to run the risk? Stick with it?
Well, it's a great song.
Okay. We'll get back to you.
Toast to Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
Happy Easter.
I mean...
Are you sure that's not part of the song? Because, Pink Floyd, you know what they're like?
These
They're
newfangled
sonic tricks.
All the, newfangled sort of trickery and that weirdness.
I mean, like...
Well, it's a shame. It is a shame.
It is a great song.
Yeah, but
I don't know what to do.
it's too annoying. We've got to stop it.
Yeah. Are we putting a pay to it?
Oh.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, switch it off, Claire.
Yeah.
I don't know, because that always plays fine on my home system, so I don't know if it's something that Sturgis has done. You haven't got your big greasy thumbprints over it, have you? What were you eating earlier? Because I saw you eating a huge hog roast as I came in.
And throwing the bones behind
exactly, like Henry VIII.
Okay.
Nothing changes, Ricky.
Oh dear, never mind. Well,
see, the problem
that's
is...
ruined the whole show for me. It was going so well.
What worries me, Rick, is because this show is so carefully planned, that's left a minute and a half gap.
That can throw us all out.
Timings.
Adverts.
Do you think that's
yes.
People love them.
Great.
Forget about tomorrow. Wise words unless you're talking about pension plans. That's Feeder on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis. Competition time. I haven't got the usual competitions of songs of phrase and monkey news and the other Carl nonsense. I'm not.
There's no cheapest chimps. There's no cheapest chimps this week. I'm devastated.
It's back next week. It's back next week.
I don't know.
Although let's do a quick cheapest chimps. Okay. So, chimpanzee that. Cheapest chimps. Do you know how much a chimp is, Steve, to buy?
Really, no.
55 grand. Okay, the competition is this. We've got 5 tickets. Five pairs of tickets, to give away to the new Spike Lee film, 25th Hour. And I've seen this, and it's really great. It's got Ed Norton in it and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Really, really, really good. It's an 18 certificate, so you can only call up and get into this free if you are over 18.
Or... unless you look 18.
Yeah, let's face it. As long as you look 18. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to ask for ID on the door.
Yeah.
But if you look like 14, then there's no chance.
And you probably get some fags and beer as well on the way.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but if you're 16, 17, you look old enough, you've got a bit of facial hair, go for it.
Yeah. Or wear a long beard.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
No, we're not going to condone that. Please be 18 years or over.
Yeah.
It is an illegal offence.
Exactly.
Call 08700 800 1234, and as it is such a great film, we're going to do a competition is this. Do you want to go to this? A, yes. B, no. So
C, I'm not sure I can make it Wednesday. Any chance Thursday?
D, I think I'll wait for it to come out on video, you know.
E, I don't really like Spike Lee. I'm a racist.
Call in. So
hang on, we should just point out that it's Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Did we make that clear?
Yeah, Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Yeah. A, yes. B, no. C, Wednesday's no good for me. D, I'll wait for it to come on video. E, I don't like Spike Lee. I'm a racist.
Yeah. What is it? 08700 800 1234?
That's the number, yeah.
Okay, bother Claire with that.
The answer's A, by the way. Correct answer.
Nice
if you want to go, that is.
Yeah.
But tell the truth.
I'd love to have some more music.
Yeah, sweet.
I feel some Smiths.
Oh,
classic.
Yeah.
Reel Around the Fountain.
Good choice.
Smiths, Reel Around the Fountain, XFM 104.9. Well, we've given those away then.
Yeah, it went very well.
Have you got enough now? You don't need more?
Yeah, got them all. Yeah, everyone said the correct answer. A.
Good.
They would love to go. One person actually, who was it? It was Tom said C, but his sister Sarah would love to go. So
good luck to Sarah. I hope she's over 18.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that is illegal. Here's to the rules.
Cheers.
Happy Easter.
I don't know why. I'm just in a mood for toasting things. I think it's because it's Easter.
Yeah. And we know what that means, don't we?
God bless him.
Eggs. Go on.
Absolutely. Well, we were chatting about the innovations catalogue, and it just because I've just been flipping here through the TV magazine, which comes free with the Sun, and
is there anything on the back? A plate or a figure?
The white trash that must buy this rubbish. I mean,
know.
This one. I don't know how you describe that. There.
Oh,
classy, isn't it?
Oh,
it's
dear.
A porcelain doll of a young woman.
Looks like Ginger Spice with her hair up in a blue dress.
Yeah, it is strictly limited to 9,500.
Oh, am I going to get one? Well, why did we waste time with the show? Shouldn't I have been calling?
Well, look, it says.
How much is it?
Well, she can be yours for the special half-price offer of just £94.50.
Is that all, really? You're not winding me up, are you, Steve? You're not winding me up, because if I look at it, it's 940, because I think it should be. I will go mental, because I would love that porcelain piece of shit for £100 on my shelf.
Hang on a minute, Rick. Let me just read you some of the write-up.
Who buys that? They think it's art.
It's classy. Well, hang on, I think this blurb will change your mind.
Go on then. Okay, well, I'm just... Okay.
Her name is quite simply Dearest Rose.
I'll have it.
And she's portrayed here holding a beautiful...
Well, I mean, of course it's going to be Dearest Rose, isn't it?
Let me read it,
It's
because
not going to be... Her name is Bert.
Dearest Rose is portrayed here holding a beautiful bouquet of roses given to her by her lover. She has gently plucked some of them and placed them in her chestnut hair.
Oh,
she is wearing a gown.
Oh, that's filthy. She is as well. She's stuffing them up
on her head.
All right, go on.
She's wearing a gown of beautiful turquoise silk. Her skirt flows to the floor, and from beneath it, you can see her dainty shoe just peeping out, decorated with a tiny handmade rose.
That is brilliant.
And it is beautiful, and it's and you can pay £9.45 a month for 10 months.
Yeah,
and that can be yours. And I think you'll agree, it is just beautiful.
I mean, the best one I've ever seen. There was one that was a doll. Right, like a realistic doll, a horrible, scary doll, and it was something like, £100, and it said, "Call your family and tell them it's a girl." And I just imagined this 45-year-old woman with bunches and rouge on her hair, still dressed in her ballerina outfit, going, "I've had a baby, mother." "You haven't?" "I have, it's a bloody baby." "Why do you hate me?" "It's a doll." Why do you hate me?" I mean,
I know.
What sort of people are they preying on?
Well, there was one.
Just had a baby. Sorry? Call the doctor. Call the doctor. Don't call the doctor. I've had a bloody baby.
Well, I remember seeing one which just was extraordinary. I mean, again, I'm thinking specifically of the people that buy it. It was about 3 foot tall. Yeah. It was, I think, again, made of porcelain or possibly plastic. It was a baby. It was like a kind of 1-year-old baby. Like, that was the design. Wearing a Harley Davidson biker outfit. The leather cap, the jacket, the nappy.
Rather like Marlon Brando did in The Wild Bunch.
Unbelievable.
Oh, dear.
I mean, the scum. I saw recently, I was flipping through one, it was wedding rings. There was a selection of exclusive wedding rings. Imagine getting down on one knee and giving your beloved a themed Lord of the Ring wedding ring.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Will you be my wife? Better still, my troll.
Oh, dear.
The scum that must be that they're preying on, like you say. I mean, unbelievable.
It's those sort of houses that I remember going into as a child sometimes when you met a friend from school, and you'd go into their house and it was like a shrine. I remember some people kept the polythene on their 3-piece suite.
Yeah.
There was some when you weren't allowed in the front room. Like we couldn't go in the front room, and it's sort of, you look around and there's all these dolls and that, and it's just like, oh God, scary. What in God's name happens in this house after dark? Oh. You know what I mean?
But the people who keep the polythene on their sofas, it's like, who are you waiting for? What day are you going to use this? Because I'll tell you this, the Queen's never coming to tea.
Tony Blair's not going to pop in and out covered in grease.
No, exactly.
In dungarees.
Exactly.
I won't sit down. You can sit down. Yeah. You can sit down, Tony. I've been waiting for 40 years. Look, I've had a baby. It's not a real baby. It is a baby.
Is this door locked?
Why do you hate me?
Oh,
God. Call your friends and tell them it's a girl.
So if you're one of the scum that have ever bought anything from one
Trash.
of those, normally you'll get maybe commemorative plates.
I know. I'll tell you what, if I ever win the lottery, I'm going to buy all them up.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy all them up in one foul swoop.
Well, there was one,
amazing.
I think it was Cliff Richard. It was a commemorative plate of Cliff Richard.
That'd be great.
It said, Cliff never ages. Cliff never ages, and neither will this.
Really? Did it say that? Yeah. Tell your friends and tell you've married Cliff Richard. Yeah. Look, I've married... It's a plate. It's not a plate.
I sleep with it.
I've married Cliff Richard. Do you remember that mental case that was thought she was married to Mike Reed?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh.
No, I do.
So is this Mike Reed, the former DJ, or Mike Reed, the entertainer stroke actor?
It's former DJ. Mm-hmm. And it had a shot of her just prancing around in the nude with a feather boa on, saying, I'm married to Mike Reed or something.
Wow.
She was obsessed with him. That's libelous.
I mean, is she still looking for a fellow?
Yeah. Oh, what would you do? Imagine... you were in a love triangle between her
me
and Louise Woodward.
Oh right, okay.
Would you? And they were fighting over you. And I think they can both get pretty violent.
Yeah.
I mean, if fight. I mean, no, but I mean, I'm not. I don't know
I'll tell you what I do. I do what any gentleman would do in that situation, and I'd let them wrestle it out, nude, in a hotel room. Just see how they go.
Let's have a record. Sorry to call the lawyers and tell them it's a girl. Clocks, Coldplay, XFM 104.9.
In fact, can I just plug something?
Go on.
Because you can hear Coldplay live tonight from 7 o'clock, the whole Earl's Court gig on XFM from 7.
Blimey.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
To Coldplay.
To Coldplay.
Happy Easter.
Happy egg. Well, that's about it from us, isn't it? We got, to be honest, I didn't miss Karl at all.
I did miss Karl. In fact, I felt we worked harder. We did a better show without him. I think he's dead wood.
Well, I think that we should, tell him that we don't need him. If he turns up, it's fine. If not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that will wind him up.
Oh, he'd be livid.
If you could send, could you send Karl emails saying, to Ricky or something, because he gets all those, doesn't he? Or to Karl, saying the show was better without Karl.
Yeah.
Can you please do that for us? We're telling him the truth. He'll hear it. He'll come back and hear it. So we know it's a wind up. But I just want to see his crushed little face Monday. Is if you can send as many emails as possible saying this show was better without Karl, I will be grateful. And I promise I'll tell him the truth next week. Do you think I can do that for us?
I think so.
Is it karl.pilkington@xfm.co.uk?
Yeah. And it's Karl with a K.
Yeah,
Karl with a K.
And send some to me, because he'll read those next week as well.
Yeah, Ricky.Gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yeah,
In
just
fact,
say it was...
send some to me as well. And pass them
and
on,
just pass them on, yeah.
And to the head of XFM.
Oh, what's his one?
Yeah.
Because we won't get in trouble, because obviously Andrew's listening, so he know it's a joke. But
Andrew.phillips@xfm.co.uk.
in fact, could you send a load...
Marketing manager, Charlotte Susan at XFM.
Yeah, Andrew.phillips@xfm.co.uk. Just saying, it's so much better without Karl, because it's got a bit self-indulgent. He just does his same old stuff about Auntie Nora farting, and it's not big and it's not clever, and the man's a fool.
Yeah.
So if you do something like that, make stuff up as well. Thanks very much. Happy egg.
Happy egg indeed. Can I just end with a tune?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ed Harcourt. I don't know if you've listened to his current album.
Yeah, new album sounds good.
Some nice treats on there. And this is one called The Birds Will Sing For Us. It's a nice way to end.
See you later. Cheers.
Happy Easter.
Do the email thing. Egg. That's great.
Anyway,
Go on.
up today, we have got Educating Ricky.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, is this the last one? You've promised it might be.
I believe there's a book out that might help me with this feature, so we'll see how it goes. You've got 3 titles that I tease you with, different stories. You take your pick and I teach you something that would happen.
That's a little bit of venom. Go on.
First one is, don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher.
I bet that's bacon related, knowing you.
You've got enough is anus.
Say that again.
Enough is anus.
Enough is enough.
Well,
but it's changed to enough is an anus.
Yeah. And you've got you've also got will it be a bloke? Oh no, will it like a bloke or a woman?
What?
Will it like a bloke or a woman?
Will it?
Yeah.
Will it like a bloke or a woman?
Wow.
Yeah, so they're your 3 stories.
Okay.
Today.
Sounds exciting.
Okay,
stuff.
well, I'll have will it
we're
like...
going to play a record now, Rick, surely.
Yeah, okay.
And come back with...
Sorry about the crowds and the big baby.
All right.
It's a valuable lesson, really.
I'll think of a title for him.
So, 3 stories. Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. Enough is anus. And
we'll have that one then.
That one?
Yeah.
Right, well, do you believe in palm reading and stuff?
No. Yes.
Sorry, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I forgot. Yes, of course we do.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, there's a fella who, he used to do palm reading.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of people, he found that when he went up to him in the street and said, do you want your palm reading? He was like, a lot of them were like, I'm a bit ashamed of my nails and stuff because they're a labourer or they're a cleaner or something like that.
I know a lot of labourers are slightly embarrassed by their nails.
Yeah.
No, but...
Yeah.
So he found
Look at my bloody hands, Reg.
Well...
That's that hod carrying.
Did I ever tell you that? Did I ever tell you that I got picked at school to make tea and serve biscuits to old people because I've got good nails?
No, go on. Is there any more to the story?
Well, that's about it. I mean, we used to do, like, I think the head teacher must have been getting something, maybe getting his mum in there for free or something in this old people's home. So he offered the kids at the school, he said, right, all sit at your desk and put your hands on the table. And everyone did. And he walked past mine and he said, not bad. Yeah. And he said, you've got the afternoon off. You can go and serve biscuits and tea to the old people.
What did you say?
I said, all right then.
Was that? Yeah.
Good afternoon. But anyway, what did
he do?
He just sort of walked around and went, you all right? Do you want bourbons or digest?
I bet you get on with old people, wouldn't you? I'd love to see maybe
Especially the senile ones.
yeah, no, but I'd love to see you on VH1, just in a link. They just go, they've just played Robert Palmer, right? And it comes to you in a little park, and you just sit next to an old lady, and go, all right? And you go, yeah, not too bad. You go, what do you think of London? Crap, innit? And she goes, yeah, it's awful, innit? And you just have a talk, and you go, right, well, she doesn't like it, in excess. Yeah. That's what I'd like to see.
I still think my idea is better, but... So what are you going for then? Oh, you've picked one, haven't you? Yeah, so this fella...
So there's palmists going around the streets.
Yeah, he's going round...
randomly trying to give palm readings.
They're losing money, hand over fist.
Yeah.
Right. So they said he's what he's done. He's reading people's bottoms now.
Sorry, whoa. You just I didn't quite follow that. He was a palm reader. That wasn't making money. So now he's going up to people in the street and saying, "Can I see your arse?"
Basically, yeah.
So from being a palmist to an arsonist.
Well, they just that's what he does. He said these same sort of lines and that you get on your hand. You get them on your bottom, and he can read them.
Right.
Yeah, he's not a pervert or anything, or making up as he goes along.
No, that's it. That was that.
So, sorry, if a man came up to you in the street and said, "Can I have a look at your arse?
Can I read your arse?"
You'd drop your trousers, would you?
No. If he went up to him and he said, "Oh, I'd rather you didn't, because I'm a labourer. I've got bad fingernails."
No, that's why I've seen. That's what a lot of labourers, they're showing their cleavage. You think, but actually they're having their arse read.
Absolutely.
That's that's what it is.
And then
So is that the end of the story?
Yeah. But then because...
That's it. Educating Ricky is there's a bloke who reads arses.
No,
You're a mentalist. What are you talking about?
But then, do you know, like, now and again I come up with a little jokey line. Thought I'd make an effort today for VH1 or MTV.
Yeah.
Little line there. Don't worry, it won't last. It might just be a splash in the pan.
Okay.
Phil Collins next.
Yes, let's play some Phil. Let's play some Phil.
Educating Ricky, will we carry on?
Yeah.
Right, you've got left. Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. And will it like fellas or will it like women?
Well, you said wool before.
Yeah, will it.
Go on then, I'll have wool it.
Right, now this is similar to the one you were talking about before, right? They found out that... Scientists.
Oh, yeah.
I've found out...
17th century?
That, like now, 1 in 10 rams are gay.
1 in 10 rams are gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like wool it. That's how I could get that in. They got a load of gay and straight rams.
Right.
They worked out which were which first. They said, right, that bunch there is a gay bunch.
They looked better. They just had more pride in their appearance.
And the other ones, the straight ones. And then they gave them to this scientist and said, right, go on, do what you got to do. And they took the brains out of all of them.
Just to check.
And they did tests on the brain, and it worked out that they've got something smaller in the brain. The gay ones have got something in the brain that makes it smaller. And they said, right, well, that's probably how it's going to work on males, on like males and females and like humans.
So you took from this that gays have smaller brains than straight people?
No, there's something in the brain.
Right,
so if someone's saying, oh, I'm a gay, or they're not sure or whatever, they will now be able to find out.
So you can go to the doctor and to find out if you're straight or gay.
Is there any gay in my brain? Let's have a look. Do. You've got a little bit of a gay in you, yes. A little bit of gay in there. Yes, you've got the, you've got a little bent cell there.
Well, that's why they did it, anyway.
I don't understand how they could differentiate which was straight and which were gay to begin with, before they then gave it to the scientist. Wasn't that what the scientists figured out?
How could
they tell?
There's one theory that it's genetically determined. There is one. There is a theory that's genetically determined, but I don't think it's as easy as pulling a sheep's brain apart and finding a little pink sort of like blob in there and going, right, we've taken the guy out and now he's going to go and shag some ewes. I don't think it's that straightforward. Although homosexuality does occur at a similar sort of rate in animals, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you knew that, didn't you?
So that's that one. I mean,
I just like the idea of the farmer figuring out which is straight and gay. Well, that one's wearing quite a camp-looking neckerchief. So I'm thinking maybe he's gay.
Is that, yeah. I love the fact they can,
that one's a big fan of Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Yeah. They put on ABBA and see which ones dance.
Exactly.
That's how they...
Which one, put on like Barbara Streisand and see which ones sing along.
It is rubbish. What did I find out?
Did you just say that is rubbish?
No, I found out other stuff in the week that didn't make the top 3.
Wow. We haven't even had to...
This must be mediocre stuff. This must be really bad.
Yeah, or it might be dubious. Go on.
There's a woman in Ireland who has been with a fella for 11 years.
Yeah.
She always saying to him, you know, when are we going to get married and that? And he's like, oh, we don't need to. You know, we're happy and that. Do you know, like I am with Suzanne, it's like, there's no point, really. Unless you have a kid, I don't think you need to, do you?
Right.
So, he was like, we'll do it in time and all that. Anyway, he comes home from work one day. He says, oh, go on then, we'll get married. She was so shocked, her hair fell out.
Did you get that? Wow.
So
that's extraordinary.
What did he say? Oh, I'm not marrying you, Baldy.
Yeah. Well,
she was so shocked her hair fell out.
Yeah.
I love the idea of it just going to the ground.
Fell out. Yeah.
What else?
That's rubbish. That's rubbish. Next.
You've also got
It's weird, isn't it, Rick, that the stories that we made up are more plausible than the facts he's actually giving
I think we tried too hard.
That's what he's willing to believe. He's willing to believe that a woman's hair fell out when her husband came out saying, let's get married then. Oh, you old romantic.
Now then, here's a good one.
Go on then.
Right, in Dubai, this woman went to Dubai for a holiday. And she was over there, and apparently in the markets
Bit of spider?
they sell lizards.
Oh, go on.
Right, just like for people to buy. So she buys one, not knowing that you're not really meant to take him out of the country.
Sure.
Puts it in a bag.
Yeah. As you do.
What have you? And then she gets to the airport when she's going home. She's thinking, I can't really leave it in my bag.
Yeah.
So she puts it on her head.
On her head?
Wears it as a hat.
She wore the lizard as a hat?
Yeah. People on the plane were just like, yeah, everything's fine, you know, they're doing the cross checks and that.
Yeah.
Have you got your seatbelt on? Yeah.
There's a woman there with a lizard hat.
Everything's going well. She gets off the plane at Manchester Airport. Lizard sticks its tongue out.
Yeah.
The air hostess says, what are you doing with that? She goes, I've had it.
Lizard said, I just found her in Dubai.
They said, I've had this with me all journey. And they said, well, you shouldn't have done. And they took it off her.
Yeah, I think that is true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about that?
Yeah, good, yeah. That educated me. Right, what, any more?
Well, what's that taught you? That's taught you, you know, be careful when smuggling lizards back as some kind of hat.
Yeah, don't just say, lizard, keep your tongue in, you twat. Not at the customs officer.
Yeah.
And, what else?
Anyone didn't quite make it?
Anything to declare? I've got a lizard on my head.
We've got an old saying one if you want that.
Go on then.
Are these ones that didn't make the list?
These are ones that didn't make it.
Oh, right.
Because I always get more in than I need to, just in case.
Just think if someone's just tuned in now.
And I tell you what, actually.
Go on.
It's a bit funny because I was looking on the web in the week at different sayings. And, do you know the saying?
A round head does not an MTV presenter make.
Yeah, no. What's that saying? Spark in the pan or something?
Eh?
Flash in the pan?
Flash in the pan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a bit like what could happen to me, innit? Do you know what I mean? There I am trying to do my normal job, right? And then you bring me in here on a Saturday. Next thing, everyone's after me.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work out, and I'm dropped.
Yeah.
And that saying flash in a pan, do you know how it came about?
No.
Do you know like how years ago they used to dig for gold?
Gold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And they had like a little pan.
Yeah.
And they'd put the soil in, and they'd rub the soil.
Yeah, and it shone in the sun.
Now and again, it shone in the sun, and they get all excited and were like, oh, brilliant, some gold. And then they realised it was just the sun flashing in the pan.
Yeah.
And that's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, that's a bit weird. I saw that saying in the week. Almost like a little thing saying, don't be getting carried away.
Omen.
So, well, makes you wonder. But anyway.
Not really.
So, last one.
Yeah.
Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rash out. It's been a mess today, hasn't it?
What do you mean it's been a mess?
It's been a mess.
What has?
This.
What? The show?
Yeah.
How has it been any worse?
It's just all over the place. There's no sort of, it's not tight like it normally is. And she'll be going away with this, thinking that's what the show would be like.
She listens to the show. She knows it's a shambles every week. Go on.
Well, Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher.
Yeah.
Do you know the saying, ham it up?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Right, well, do you know what it means?
Well, it means to overact.
Right. Well, years ago, with actors in musicals and stuff, the actors used to look pretty ill on the stage because they didn't have proper makeup and that.
Right.
Right. So what they used to do to make themselves look
Rub their face in pigs?
well, they got bacon, rubbed it on the face, and it made the face a bit sticky because of all the the pig fat and bit of lard and stuff like that. And then they'd go and get some bricks.
Bricks.
Yeah, house bricks. Rub them together, make some sort of red dust from the brick, and then put the dust on the face. And the fat and the lard and that would make the dust stick to the face. And they'd look well under the lights. And that's where they're
They'd
saying...
smell great as well.
Yeah, well...
Lovely, everyone likes to smell of bacon.
No, but... So that's the old... ham it up, that's where
like
it
that.
comes from.
If it's true, I've no reason to think that it's not.
So that's your third Educating Ricky today. So, what have you learned?
Nothing. Absolutely sod all.
You've got your hamming it up.
Yeah.
Rams are gay. They know which ones are gay now.
Now!
And
At last, thank God.
the fella who can hand read an arse.
If you missed the rest of the show, what are you going to make of that? If you've just tuned in.
You are a maniac, Carl.
So-
And you've had your screen test. I reckon we'll be seeing you on MTV or VH1 in the near future.
Because I like learning, which gets us on to Educating Ricky.
Oh, excellent.
We've had a good year of stuff, teaching
We have,
us stuff.
well, yeah, I've learned a lot.
Can you remember any of the
Of course I
highlights?
can. There was a deaf girl and she hit her head and she could hear.
Yeah.
There was also some people who ate tomatoes thought they were poisonous on lead. There was also a doctor who gave a blood transfusion with some parrots from the pet store.
Yeah.
Because the doctor in America, and it was the olden days when the lines were bad, said give him his parents' blood, and the doctor this side thought said give him some parrot's blood. So that was true, and that educated me.
That was fact. What have you got for us?
Well, we've only got two because I've taught you about jellyfish today that
Yep.
we need them. So we've only got two things to go at, and I give them a little headline so you remember them to make them snappy. The two headlines you've got: oh, what a catastrophe.
Okay.
And the second one is, well, you'd think it beat Bughead, wouldn't you?
What?
Well, you'd think it beat Bughead, wouldn't you?
You'd think it beat
No, you'd think it'd be.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be Buggered, wouldn't you?
Bughead.
Bughead.
This can't be. If this is anything with a bug living without a head, I'm not interested because we've done it. All you've done is
Well,
fun.
let's just do what a catastrophe.
So it is that. Do I do that
give
one
us the
first?
Bughead one.
Which one? Which one are we
No,
doing?
do the Bughead one.
Right, well, the Bughead one. Well, we've talked a lot about animals and that, haven't we, without heads.
Surprisingly, we have. I think a disproportionate amount on it.
If you're a new listener and this is the first time you've listened, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, we've done all that. We've covered worms, the way if you cut their head off, it grows back if you don't cut too high above its neck. We've covered
The chicken.
the fella who blinked.
Yeah. I can't go into it again.
Right.
Let's not go into it again.
We've had the chicken with no head that lived for
Yeah.
8 months.
Yeah.
And we've had
And we've had the
cockroaches.
cockroaches living for a week without an egg.
Right, okay.
Well, it's a bit more on the cockroach front, really.
Right.
They've found, right, that if you get a cockroach and you cut its head off,
Yeah.
right, and then you find a cockroach that's still got its head, but it hasn't got any legs,
Right.
right, it's not over for both of them, right? Because what you
Confused.
can do, you get the one that's got the legs
Right.
with no head,
Yeah.
sort of running around, get the one with the head, sit it on top of it,
Right.
get a little tube
Okay.
so that the fluids...
So is this auntie's go out of the
Let him
room?
finish.
This is like Blue Peter.
Let him
You could get this for Christmas.
Right, you get
Yeah.
a little tube, you sit that on top so the bodily fluids are still running between the two.
Right.
The head of the one on the top will control the feet of the one on the bottom.
Okay.
What about
Good.
And will it continue to live?
that? Yeah.
Okay, you don't know that for sure, do you? You're just
No,
guessing.
that was just a question out of the blue he wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of that?
Good, yeah, it's great. Yeah, just a primitive nervous system that can, yeah.
Did you expect us to be more impressed and excited by that?
Well,
did you fall off your chair when you read that? Did you literally topple off? Going,
Did you
cartoon?
think you were going to be the Frankenstein of the insect world?
Yeah.
No, I just was thinking if they can do that, you know,
With them, can they do it with
humans? Because I also did a bit of research.
Of course
on.
you did.
Did you come to the sort of conclusion that apart from the moral aspect of it, that the human was probably more complicated than?
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Things move on, don't they? Do you know what I
Modern
mean?
science, Rick.
You know, I had Binatone as a kid. Now they've got PlayStation 2, and the difference in 10 years.
They
is
have
amazing.
found that if you lose your head, a cockroach can live normally on your body, but not the other way around. Your head on its cannot control its legs because it's too complicated for your brain.
Well,
So
well, then other research. Because I thought if you don't learn from that, I'll give you something else for free, right?
Go on.
Free. That they can clone people. The only reason they don't do it, right? Say if like Ricky needed a lung, right? They could clone you and make you the same. But the only reason they don't want to do it is because it'd be a bit horrible, wouldn't it? So
and it would take sort of 18 years for me to get an adult lung.
And there's all kinds of moral implications.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? You hadn't thought of that?
So because lest we forget, Rick, he ended with the only reason they don't do it is because it's a bit horrible and that. Which scientist said that?
Right, let's leave
That's a
that then.
quote.
Right. That's
tune.
not it. That's not the other one.
That's it.
No. That was just, you know.
We've got another one to come.
Oh, I
Teach us
can't wait.
the headline again. What was the headline
The
again?
headline, oh, what a catastrophe.
Looking forward to that.
Mark.
Yeah, a bit more counsel. This is from his covers album. This is called Snowbird.
So listen, right?
Okay.
So, best educating Ricky of the year.
Oh, Christ.
What a catastrophe.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Right.
Victoria Plum.
There's this woman, right?
Yeah.
This woman, she's reading Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah.
And she's flicking through.
Yeah.
And she notices that there's a world record for a cat, right, with 27 toes, right? So she reads it and she thinks, well, that's not right, because her cat's got 28.
What do you mean a cat's got 28?
A cat's got 28 toes. So she was like, well, hang on a minute, mine should be in there. So there was
I
like,
missed the very beginning of this.
She was
Just looking through the Guinness Book of Records.
Oh,
Sees the
a woman
record.
was looking through the Guinness Book of
The
Records.
woman with the cat with 28 toes looking
Right.
through, and it said the record for the cat's toes was 27. She thought, hold on a minute, Ross McWhirter. My cat's got one more than that cat, so go on.
Anyway, so she said, you know, the person doing the interview with her said, you know, is it happy? And she said, yeah, you know, it's great, and it's really good in the snow.
Right. It gets through a lot of nail varnish.
Well, you know, that's what it said, right? It said it's really good in the snow. So I just was thinking, I mean, that's it, really.
That's not it.
That's the end of that story. But
Brilliant.
But what I'm thinking is, right?
It was two cats welded together.
No, she said, you know, it's happy. So is the other sort of disabilities where, in a way, it's not all bad?
Oh, Christ.
No, do you know, like, that book Steve brought in for me? And there was a fella there, wasn't there, who had 3 legs, who was a juggler. And I was like, what's the point of that?
What do you mean, what's the point of that? What's the point
Well,
of
he's
what?
not taking advantage of having 3 legs, is he, being a juggler?
Yeah, he said he should be a footballer.
Right? So, but in a way, he's used it, hasn't he? He's probably not even that good at juggling. But because he's got 3 legs, people have gone, well, I'll give him a chance. Let's go and see him anyway, see if he's any good.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm thinking is he anything else? We've mentioned the midgets today who are good at robbing cars because they can get through the windows like Dukes of Hazzard.
Sorry. So listen. I'd just like to say, this is the Radio Authority listening. We are in no way suggesting that one midget's forte in life is robbing cars, but if you're a midget sitting at home feeling sorry for yourself, that you should go out robbing cars. I just like to say this is Karl Pilkington talking.
The views of Karl Pilkington do not necessarily reflect those of XFM or us.
Yeah, but it was a TV programme, so it's not me. I'm just saying what I've seen on
That
telly.
you didn't see.
That somebody told me about.
Yeah, so you could be wrong, just like a lot of your spurious facts that you just see on the internet, you know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So is there anything else? We've seen the fellow with 3 legs.
So what you're saying is there a disability that is actually an advantage?
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
okay.
Steve mentioned about the disabled Lou. they're always really roomy and like got multi-gym facilities in them.
Multi-gym facilities!
Oh, do you know what I mean?
Multi-gym facilities! What do you mean, Carl?
There's always bars everywhere and that, isn't there?
That's not parallel bars.
Yeah,
That's
they
to help
don't
them
do
get up.
gymnastics.
They're not in there working
Yeah,
out.
but I'm just saying though. Do you know what I mean? So in a way, they've got that. So always, what I'm saying is, when you look on the brighter side, it's like Elephant Man would have never got up and gone, "Oh, look at my hair today." He would have-
Nor do you.
no, but do you know what I mean? He would never have that problem.
You're a maniac.
Forget it. I thought we'd be able to like, get a serious discussion going here.
Well, okay then. So this is a serious discussion, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's treat it sensitively then. If you really want a serious discussion and talk about whether there are some disabilities that are an advantage, let's think of some then, shall we?
Well, I've said 3 already.
Yeah. You can't say if you're deaf, Bobby Davery won't annoy you. That doesn't count as an advantage. Do you understand? Do you know what I mean?
Carl's looking at you thinking, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll leave it then. I'll come up with a better feature for next year.
Oh.
We'll bin that.
So, if you've got any
We've
disabilities...
been that like that was going to be a feature.
What, you were hoping that would be a spin-off feature? Disabilities are actually
Well, it's
an
another
advantage.
form of do we need them? It's like,
But that's Carl. Think of it. It's like that joke. A bloke that as his weight says, good news and bad news. Bad news is we've had to amputate both your legs. What's the good news? The fellow in the next bed wants to buy your slippers. See, that's not an advantage. It's a joke. That doesn't really happen. People don't go, oh, that is good news. Yeah, I'll probably get a quid for him. Do you know what I mean?
But the fellow with 3 feet, what would he do?
Well, he'd buy a pair and then just nick one of those because they put out one shoe, don't they? Are those, yeah, if you've got one leg, you can nick shoes. Good point,
Right,
Carl.
now I'm getting you thinking. Also, right, I like teaching you stuff.
Yeah. And you've done well.
So what I'm thinking is, rather than just touching on a topic, sort of giving you a few bits of information on one
See,
topic.
this is what I'd like to do, because the last thing you taught me, I remember, was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and she could see, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
So if you could go into that a little bit more, that would have been educating me.
Well, today we're featuring stuff on World War 1 and 2, right?
Oh,
So that's that little title for all this little thing is, what do you think of that then?
What do you think of that then?
Play a record.
So that's
Rick,
that.
can I just thought of a joke?
Go on.
What's the similarity between Lord of the Rings and this show? They're both rubbish.
Sugarcane by Sonic Youth on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Go on, Karl. What's next? Are you going to do your war feature? What is it called?
What do you think of that then?
You do that now?
It annoys me a bit, right? Because we said before Christmas that we'd come back with new stuff.
Yeah.
Gave you a title to work on, that Ridiculous.
Right.
You came in today, I said, have you sorted it out? You say no. Steve, you're having a go at me for wanting to get music out of the library for you.
Yeah.
You haven't got any new ideas.
Sure.
But you're dissing mine.
I'm not dissing yours.
Well,
I'm a massive fan of them.
Good vibe off you.
Oh, I think that's very harsh. I just asked you when were we going to have War, do you think of that? I'm a big fan, I'm excited.
Well, it's not that good, to be honest with you.
Well, I disagree, it sounds brilliant.
Right, well, it's a bit of a tweak of educating Ricky.
Right.
Just some information on wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
World War II.
World War II, alright.
The world champion chess player, he helped someone out in the war.
It's the detail I like.
No, he helped.
You know, it's nearly a history programme, isn't it?
I was watching those repeats of The World at War
Yeah.
that were on in the mornings, you know, incredibly
Did
detailed,
you
but
lot-
they've got nothing on Carl.
Did you write a lot of that David Sharma series?
He was able to use his skills that he has to play chess, because apparently chess is all about probabilities of like where a piece will be put.
Right.
Mm.
And they got him in, and they said, "Can you help us out?" He said, "Yeah." And he said, "Right, where should we like?"
Hitler has just moved his queen.
yeah.
So that's a
He
fact.
sent in a bishop that ran diagonally through the troops, knocking them over.
Sorry, wait a minute, Carl. So they got a chess
Sorry,
player in.
that's it.
Well, yeah. It's just like, oh, what do you think of that?
Again, that's not a story.
But it angers me that he says that I'm down on the ideas when that's beginning to shape up as quite interesting. I thought you were going to tell me which battle or which event
World War
was
II.
you...
World War II.
It's not a battle.
But which bit of your World War II?
like the middle bit.
It's 6 years worth.
Yeah, well, probably about a bit in.
Guessing.
Thought, let's...
Guessing.
Well, all right, yeah, there is a bit of guesswork, but it doesn't matter.
But that could have been an interesting thing if you told me it had an impact on the
when
Normandy
you look
landings.
at these things, do you go, bloke wants out chest, oh, use that, and run away from the computer?
No,
or
I
run
read
out
it.
of the bookshop?
I read the first line where I get enough information. I just think...
What do you mean you read the first line where you get enough information? Imagine if you were someone's defence lawyer.
Exactly.
And he was like, he's on death row and went, I don't think he did it.
Yeah.
I read the first line, I didn't read the file
It's a
completely.
He was in a hotel in Texas, right? Go on.
It's enough.
Oh, some other
It's
stuff.
enough,
He
it's
definitely
enough,
didn't kill it.
it's enough, it's enough.
I
that
just
seems
thought
to-
they always take ages on deciding where to go. It's just like, you know, but there's a better way.
I don't know what you're saying now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it
I
takes-
actually
when-
don't know
when
what you're talking
people
about.
play chess, they take ages to make the move. So I'm just thinking there's probably a quicker way
Of what?
than finding where a boat is than getting a chess player in.
I don't know what you mean now.
All right,
Are you talking
well,
about
Tell you what,
battleships now?
They should have got an expert battleships player in.
Right?
yeah. What? But Carl,
Right,
what?
forget that one.
Or someone
No,
who's
no,
really
no, no, I'm not being funny, but what is that? What are you telling me there?
Someone who's really good at risk. You should have brought them in.
Yeah, Cluedo.
Right,
Yeah.
Another fact. On,
That's enough then, is it?
Well, they use expert Cluedo players, but the police use expert Cluedo
you
players.
do use, yeah.
If ever there's a murder in a country house,
Do you think they use that old Chinese fella on the front of Mastermind?
Mastermind, yeah.
Yeah, for logic problems. The Enigma code was broken by top Mastermind players.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, second
And a guy
fact.
who's had a couple of rounds of Yahtzee and done very well.
Second fact about the war.
They for engineering, they use a lot of Jenga players.
Absolutely. Whenever they want-
will the building collapse? Oh no, let's pull this. Let's see.
If
Yes,
they
it
wanted
will.
to identify...
What are you doing?
If they wanted to identify spies,
Yeah.
bring me the champion of Guess Who.
Was it a woman with glasses? No, right,
Has
sit
he got
down.
a beard? Is it Bernard?
Right, Carl, sorry,
Right,
go on.
Another war fact. So
Go
you're
on.
saying it's rubbish, but look, you love that.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Second
you're
one.
absolutely right.
The first bomb that was dropped on Berlin,
Yeah,
it didn't kill a person, but it killed an elephant.
I think that's true.
That is true.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one.
Is that all you know about that? See, that's interesting, isn't it?
But
What
that's
was the ele-
enough.
But no, it's not
not
though.
enough.
Because I mean, listen, most people want to go, oh, what was the elephant doing there? Did
Well,
it
it's
land in a
either-
zoo? Was it a pet?
Oh.
Was it a lost elephant? Did they aim at the elephant? How did it kill it? Did
Was
it
it
hit it on the
Hitler's
head?
favourite elephant?
yeah. Was it Hitler's favourite elephant? Did it then have one ball?
Yeah.
I mean, these are the things, why didn't he catch it with his trunk?
Did it have an effect on German morale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yes.
elephant is kaput!
Oh, Jumbo! I don't want to fight anymore.
Carl's getting a little bit stressed, aren't you?
No, I just, got to keep focused, got to keep the show good and that.
Yeah.
And in the
Yeah.
new year, the idea was come up with some good snappy stuff.
Yeah.
And today, I just think it's been a mess with you, to be honest. I mean, this is the sort of thing I'd prefer to do after the show as the producer.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what? I think it's a discipline problem.
Is
I'm
it
not sure Ricky's got any.
because I just put sellotape on your head?
well, that's a bit to do with it. But just let's just focus.
But I
on,
didn't put it when there was any hair on your eyebrows. I put it across your forehead.
Right. What do you think of that then?
Yeah.
We've got one more bit left.
Brilliant.
One more fact. The French, right, when they were at war,
David Sharma, I just imagine him just introduced it. It's amazing.
Which war was this?
it was still the World War...
One or two.
World War
Go
Two.
on, it's 50-50. Go on. yeah.
Right, World War Two. What the French did, everyone needs a code.
Everyone needs a code. Yep.
A code when you're in the army.
This is
and
a
that.
Disney song.
And to sort of give the go ahead if you want to go into battle and stuff.
Okay.
Right? So,
Needs a code.
but the weird thing
Game
is,
show.
right? The weird thing is, do you know what theirs was?
Go on. Do you?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's
So what
bit
was
weird.
the French code?
For what?
To sort of say, right, yeah, go on
But they had more than one.
on this day.
But I don't know what day it is.
On
All
this
right.
day.
And what, it's like saying, what am I thinking of? What was the battle? What was the...
Okay, so all right. What?
Look at him, look, he's genuinely confused that I've asked this question. Right.
It was...
No. If you ask me a question, ask me the question correctly. What was the code for battle during what battle?
World War II.
No, that's not a battle. That's a war.
Yeah, it was in a war, yeah.
I don't know what to do. He confuses people.
Oh. All right, okay, what was it, Carl? What was the
Yeah,
code?
what
was
are
the
you
French
thinking
code?
of? Right.
John's got a moustache.
What are you talking
My
about?
lungs are going to burst.
That was a code that the French used. You know, like... I mean, I just think it's a bit daft, right? Because you could come up with that by mistake.
yeah. Two French blokes talking in the trenches, and they see a major walk past, and they go, "Oh, look, John's got a moustache," and they all go and go, "No, I was just talking." What are you talking about?
Well, the way... I don't think that's a good code. I'm not...
I don't believe it is the code.
No, it is, seriously.
And what?
It's just that
would it have been said in French?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the weird-
Guess in. Yeah.
No, but...
What?
You see, I can't even be bothered.
What are you saying, Carl?
Because it's not a very good code. Do you know, like, we've talked in the past about, things you don't see, and I said, an old man eating a Twix.
Yeah.
If they use that's safe. Because no one is ever going to see a man having an old man having a Twix.
What do you mean?
Well, use that as a code. Don't use a saying, John's got a moustache, that could crop up. And it's like the war's kicked off. How did that happen? Well, I said John had a moustache. Oh.
Two French folks would never be saying, John's got a moustache. Why would they?
Because back then they were fashionable.
He nearly makes sense, doesn't he?
I assume it would have been Jean.
Yeah. No, probably John.
And how would this code have been? I mean, who would have announced
I
this
just
to
read
everyone?
it. I read it like that, Steve. That's what was on the internet. This is a code that was used. John's got a
Don't be
moustache.
angry with me.
I know, but you're always asking questions.
That's because I'm interested in history.
Yeah. No, you're genuinely interesting bloke, Carl. We like to know. I'd like to film you secretly. Like they do, like Nature Watch, when they put it in a badgers sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
And they just watch it. I'd like to see what you do, pop around and go, I wish I could download the music in your head, because it'd be and you see something weird, you go, and then you read that and you go, and you write it down, and that's what comes out. John's got a moustache.
I'd like to see next Christmas.
Imagine the French, right, for their battle cry, for their battle code to know it's going ahead, they're going over the top, is you never see an old bloke eating a Twix. Imagine that.
Yeah, but all these things are things that I think in my head. Right?
Keep them in there.
Do you know,
Please.
like before when I was talking about going out on, Christmas Day, having a meal on the way back, seeing a homeless person.
Yeah.
And then I think, God, that wouldn't be good. I don't know, TV show. Right? You can think of things like that. When I saw the homeless fella, then I got talking to Suzanne about when I had to sleep in my car.
What do you mean? Go on.
Let's play a record and come back to any sleeping in the car.
God, I can't wait.
Play a song for the lovers.
I was watching last night on cable TV 1987's amazing Sign of the Times Prince in concert film. It was dynamite. I thought to myself, how brilliant he is. It reminded me of the gig I went to see last year. He played this tune. It's from the album Parade. Okay, I don't want to discuss whether or not Prince is acceptable on XFM or whether he's a genius. He is a genius. That's the end. That's the end of the discussion. Play the tune. He's dynamite. It's a song for the ladies.
I remember, I'm going to tell you, I was on the way here. Do you remember John? He's got a moustache now.
I can't believe it. Lads, no! It's not on. The battle's not on.
Look at your face, Carl.
The elephant did die.
Yeah, no, I believe that. Yeah.
Last week, we sort of changed educating Ricky a bit. Just a little bit.
Don't say we. I don't want to be incriminated in it.
Well, changed it in the sense that rather than giving you too much information about different things, it's hard to sort of keep it all in.
Yeah.
I'm giving you sort of information on one thing. So last
no,
week,
because some of your stuff was a little bit too intense to be done. My favourite story was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and got better, and I couldn't take all that in at once. So you should really ration some of the education.
We sort of started
Wasn't last week war-related stories?
Yeah, it was War Do You Think of That then?
What
and
do
it
you
was
think of that? Sure.
three things.
And it was the French battle. Going over the top was John's got a moustache, which you think was ambiguous because someone might have said that anyway.
Well, look, you've remembered it, so it's working. So we'll be doing that, and last week
Loads of French people have just gone to war who were listening to this.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to learn some science this week. Yeah. So the title this week for that is I Said I Would Sort You Some Science Out. Acid.
How long did that take you to call?
Listen, well, you know, people love Karl. There's comedians come to me and go, Karl's the funniest man. They absolutely love him, right? But I think we're only seeing half of it, right? If we can get him on television, his face then, when he's told me that title, was like a child at Christmas.
Yeah.
He was so proud of it. He was excited what I was it was brilliant.
It's a bit like when a child's drawn a picture in art class. You know you've got to stick it on the fridge, but you basically think it's crap.
Yeah.
It's very much like that.
All right, Karl?
Is that good?
Yes.
So we'll be doing that. Well, I'll teach you some stuff now. Right?
I've always been fascinated by the donkey fact, because it is an extraordinary fact that more people are killed apparently by donkeys.
Yeah.
Than they are by airplane crashes.
Well, I suppose in countries where they're used and used a lot, that they go a bit mad and squash it.
But my concern is that when you go on a plane, there's so many checks. I mean, it takes 40 minutes to go through all the checks: the air pressure, the cabin pressure, the fuel, checking the flights, the takeoff, all the rest of it. Our checks for donkeys.
Nothing.
Did someone close the gate? I think so.
Exactly.
That's our
is he
donkey
annoyed?
checks.
Is he annoyed or not?
Yeah.
You're not working him too hard, are you? Yeah. He's got his hand. Is there two holes for the ears? Yes.
Well, I think that's what's happening. I don't think it's accident. I think they're picking us off. I think they're so annoyed that a nickname for them is ass.
Yeah.
And they've got to wear the little hat. You know, they've got to ride give kids rides on the beach. And now I think they're just sort of annoyed.
Yeah.
Maybe they're sort of just picking us off one by one.
Yeah.
Teaching us a lesson.
If we had the same stringent checks on donkeys as we do on international flights, maybe there'd be a little less death.
Exactly. Wise words.
Cheers.
Wise, if slightly incoherent words.
Go on, Karl.
Got that right. I said I would sort you out with some science.
Brilliant. I forgot the puns in mind, didn't I? I forgot the puns. Go on.
Right, so, you asked to sort of be taught some science and that last week after being taught about war, so did some research. And there's a few things, I think we'll just cover one of them now.
Go on.
We talked a lot about hairy kids.
We have discussed that a lot.
I love the fact that Simon Sharma has never started a programme like that. The Jacobites. We've talked a lot about hairy kids. Go on.
It's a little bit, I mean, it's not your traditional science stuff, but it's still interesting and it's a little bit, it's still...
Yeah, we've talked about hairy kids. We have disproportionately, honestly. I think this show's talked about hairy kids more than any other radio show.
Well, it's one that...
Sorry, I noticed both of you there dropped the H, or the H, or however it's pronounced.
I had to.
So airy kids, hairy.
Yeah.
Hairy children, not sort of airy, kind of light-headed or...
Yeah.
Well, there was the case of the one who lived in China.
Yeah.
And...
which was weird for two reasons, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, go on.
One was, he was covered in hair.
That's already weird.
And the doctor sort of checked him over and said, well, yeah, he is hairy, but he's quite healthy, apart from he had a little bit of eczema and a boil. That was the main bit of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this one, right, we have sort of talked about it, and you weren't having any of it at the time.
What?
This next bit of science I'm telling you about.
Go on
then. Right? Remember when I told you about a lad who was living at home with his mum and dad, right? Everything's, normal life, go to school, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then, I think his mum and dad had an argument, and it kicked off a bit, and he thought, I'm sick of this. It's happening all the time now. They kept having arguments, so the kid ran off into the woods.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Right?
God.
Now, he left, he went and ran in the woods, and he ended up living with some monkeys.
Right.
Right? And he thought, this isn't a bad life, there's no arguments going on.
Sure.
He was getting on with them. And the weird thing
bananas.
is, this is where the science bit comes in.
Oh, sure.
He grew a load of hair on his body.
That's not true. It's not true.
It is true.
It's an acquired characteristic.
I bet someone will back me up on this.
But no, you can't. You can't grow hair like that. You might get a little bit more down here. The erectile tissue might, they won't fall out as much. But you don't actually grow a big mane if you're cold and you're a human.
Well, he did. This lad did. I know it sounds a bit strange and that, but he was living with the monkeys, and because it was cold, his body reacted to it.
Listen. He was no hairier than he would have been if he was walking around naked on a cold day, with or without living with monkeys.
The fact that he was living with monkeys makes no difference.
No, I know, but I'm trying to get, picture it in your head what it's like.
Although Mickey Dolenz was always pretty hairy.
Right? So he was living with them, and he went into town or something one day to get some food, and the people there were like, hang on a minute, that isn't a monkey.
He went in naked.
No, he was there covered in hair.
Yeah, but naked, but covered in hair, so it was decent. It was.
Yeah. But they that was a weird thing. They thought it was a monkey in the shop. And then
So presumably he had a big long beard as well, because he couldn't shave, could he?
No, he was just covered. He looked like a monkey.
And they were happy to serve the monkey, were they? There's a monkey. He's buying a newspaper and some milk.
How did he walk, Carl? Did he walk upright or whistling along?
The picture that I saw on the internet, he was on all fours, but I don't know if that's when he was running away after they'd sort of, realised he was a kid. But this was a picture.
So he was a kid as well. He wasn't even like an adult with the beard.
No, he was a kid.
Brilliant.
And
the beard kicked in a little bit earlier.
So the people caught him.
You're an idiot.
The people caught him, shaved him, right? Got it all off, didn't grow back again.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Well, like I say, people will have heard this story or read about it.
You're an idiot.
And they'll email in. They don't let me down.
And they'll agree that you're an idiot.
No, they'll have seen the story.
You're an idiot.
So that's a little bit of science.
You're an idiot. Libertines, Time for Heroes, and XFM 104.9. Right, okay, so have you got anything that is science as opposed to nonsense?
Well,
Kid went off with some monkeys, grew hair, came back, shaved him, it didn't grow back. I mean, just think. Right, something else.
There's a few things I found.
Yeah.
There's a fella
Oh, God.
who had hiccups for 69 years. That was a bit annoying.
Yeah.
There's a dog with the wig that we've discussed.
Imagine if you just tuned in.
Yeah.
There's the dog with the wig that we've already discussed.
Did we discuss that?
Not really.
Did I not tell you what he said? I did, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What else have we got? Well, there's something here that you sort of know.
Is this going out live?
Yeah, this is happening, right?
Right, go on.
But remember when you talked about sponges?
Yeah.
If you get a red sponge and a blue sponge.
You liquidise them, pour them back into a tank. After a few hours, that they know which was which, and they reform as a red sponge and a blue sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird when you told me.
Yeah.
Looked it up, did a bit of research.
Yeah.
Thought that's sort of sciencey.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing with a mouse's brain.
Okay. Explain a bit more.
No, you can't.
If you get a dead mouse, put its brain into a blender, blend it up, leave it standing for a bit.
Making that up, aren't you? You're confusing this. You've watched Nigella Lawson make some sort of pudding.
No.
What do you mean? It won't work with the brain.
Well, it does with I mean, not a human brain. Don't be trying that.
Although,
no, a mouse one, a mouse one.
And what happens?
It sort of reforms, goes back together again. No, because apparently it's made up of the same stuff as.
But it doesn't, does it? Because if it's dead, if it's a dead brain, the cells can't act anyway. The fact the sponge is that it doesn't kill the cells, it liquidises them, it doesn't kill the cells. Yeah. So it couldn't be a dead brain anyway. It would have to be a live brain taken out from a live mouse for the cells to be getting oxygen and working and being sensitive to each other. And that, I don't see how that could work like it does in sponges.
I mean, do you know what I mean?
You're not a scientist.
I've just sort of read it and gone, oh, that's interesting, I'll tell Ricky and Steve about it.
Yeah.
You're quizzing me as if I've come up with it. If someone else has done it and said it works.
Sure.
So I'm not...
Do you think ghosts are behind it, or do you think there's a scientific explanation for it?
No, it's just one of them weird things, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what you sort of science covered for this week.
Well, that was another barnstorming feature from Karl Pilkington.
Is that it? Is that the two things you got this week?
Thanks very much for that.
Well, yeah. I mean,
there's nothing behind them. Do you know what I mean by this? There's not like a weight of intellect behind these facts.
Why don't you make that your science project for this week? Find a dead mouse somewhere, Carl, and a blender, and bring that in next week. We'll do it live on air. See what happens.
Oh.
Well.
Do you feel sort of let down a little bit sometimes with our reactions?
Well, what are you expecting us to do? What are you expecting us to just like look at you, open-mouthed, staring at you in awe?
Just like, oh God, yeah. Where did you find that out? And like,
yeah, but
we know.
Tell us.
We know where you found it out. You looked on the internet and a strange homemade website by a maniac somewhere who puts on stupid things that he heard through Chinese whispers. That's where you get your information from.
I doubt that anything you've ever come up with is verified. If it is, it's luck.
But what do you expect me to do for you? Do you know what I mean? I'm just...
You know, I'd like to know what the source of the information is. I'd like it to be, you know, a research study by the University of Columbia, rather than, you know, a guy who calls himself Mr. Pickles. On a website somewhere. www.lunatics.com.
I mean, oh God.
Some kind of evidence, do you know what I mean?
I must warn you now, you know that Steven Spielberg thing's coming, Taken? Yeah? About alien abduction. When you watch it, just remember this, it's not a documentary. Okay?
Alright.
Alright?
You remember E.T.? We were discussing that earlier. You know that's not fact. It's actual fact.
Brilliant. Black Star Radiohead from the Bends on XFM 104.9.
Rick John has emailed in.
Yeah.
It looks here like he's maybe trawled the web himself. I mean, I don't know if people just immediately leap onto the web every time Karl says something in his defence.
I think our listeners are always on the web.
Yeah. Anyway, he seems like he's reprinted here a news story, which seems to confirm Karl's Monkey Boy story.
Yeah, what was the news
Doctors
story?
baffled by boy 6 covered in ape-like hair. Doctors in Kazakhstan are baffled after finding a 6-year-old boy covered in ape-like hair.
Yeah.
The boy, called Ablay, was found in a remote mountain village close to the Chinese border. He's covered in thick hair from head to toe and has an oval-shaped skull. Doctors suspect nuclear radiation or a genetic disorder may be responsible.
Fine.
But it's an interesting bit here.
But sorry, it's not that you could have genetic defects. I've seen lots of people born with long noses, 5 feet, etc. I'm saying that he wasn't normal. he wasn't normal, and then went to live with monkeys and grew the hair.
Well,
that's
no,
my
true.
point.
But it says his mother and father are distant relatives. Such marriages are common in the Kazakhstan mountain hamlets. Now, the village elders were consulted as to what to do with him, right? Now, these are the village elders. These are the wise men of the village. These are people, presumably, that all year long are telling the village how to live, how to survive.
Yeah, you're in charge because you've lived longest.
Yeah, exactly. You presumably are solving any kind of moral conundrums, any sort of awkward things. Do you know what they suggested that they do with their hairy son?
Go on.
Send him to the circus.
The Carl's nodding.
Put him in the circus. That was what they suggested, and the mother actually wanted him to go to school.
Instead, there's I don't know, school or circus, I don't know. We don't know what's better for him.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
We must consult the elders.
What do you think, Carl?
It's not a bad life, is it?
What, the circus?
Yeah.
Well, you ran away from it.
Yeah.
Love it. But remember that thing that I saw about that fella who, I don't actually talk about it really, so
Go on. Tell us now. You've hooked me. Come on. You can say it. It's okay. What, are you worried that it might be insulting to someone?
Well, it's not nice, but...
Well, you're not taking the mickey out of it, you're telling us... Go on.
It's just, it was in that book again that you got me. You know, the book full of weird people.
Go on.
And things that are wrong with them, and hairy people, and...
Yeah.
Lad with 3 legs and that. There's a fella... basically just a head and a little body on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Right? Picture of him having a shave. And he was shaving with his mouth bit.
With his tongue.
Like that on the radio.
Yeah.
Carl is now doing an impression of a man shaving with his mouth.
Yeah. Well, it's just a head, bear in mind. He's doing an impression. Imagine a head with a very tiny body on a skateboard shaving with its tongue. That's what Karl was doing.
And he was depressed because he kept getting hats for Christmas.
but if you were him, you would just grow a beard, wouldn't you, rather than...
Oh,
well, rather than go through all
But
that
he get
hassle.
it caught in the wheels of his skateboard.
The what's the name though? Do you remember last week how we were talking about the hairy kid? And
I think that's every week, Carl. That doesn't narrow it down.
Alright, well, we were talking about that hairy kid in the woods, and did a bit more research this week.
Okay.
Found a good story out about a monkey.
Right.
Which I'll tell Ricky a little bit about it.
Tell me, come on, tell it now.
No, no,
Well, I reckon we should keep this.
It sounds exciting stuff.
That's got 'em, right? So we'll be doing that. we've got
Hook the audience.
we've got Rockbusters again this week.
Yeah.
We've got Do We Need 'Em?
Yeah. What are you trying to get rid of this week?
Cockroaches.
Right, good one.
I can't think of a reason to keep them.
Looking into that, let's sort the matter out. That's coming up.
Excellent.
We've got, I'm teaching you some more stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He phoned me up today. Yesterday it was. You know, he's been researching, like, just educating Ricky. He said, what do you want to know about? I don't know. He said, you interested in space? And I went, yeah. He phoned me 3 hours later. He went, no, nothing about space. I went, what? He said, I couldn't find anything interesting. I said, you couldn't find anything interesting about space.
Yeah.
It's big.
It's pretty interesting, Karl.
He went,
It's big, but there's nothing there. That's it's like the Millennium Dome. So what I'm looking at, right?
But no, wait. He said, is there anything else you want to know about? I went, all right. I went, anthropology. He went, what's that? I went, study a man. I sent a man. He went, like what? I went, like, our roots from caveman through and all that. He went, and I said Australopithecus, Neanderthal. He went, well, you know all that then? I went, no. He went, right. He went, do you want to know how a lung works or something? How a lung works? And I said, well, tell me how a fridge works. He went, oh, I said, it's just the gas, isn't it? I went, brilliant. I went, tell me how a microwave works. He went, I know. I said, fella walking past in a laboratory with a bar of chocolate in his pocket, went past some sort of ray thing, it melted it, and he went, hold on. That's it. That's explained to me how a microwave works. Right.
So today we're doing sort of medical-ish type things under the banner of colon then, educate me.
Oh, God.
Do it again.
Colon then, educate me.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So that's like, go on then. So colon.
Brilliant.
So that's a little heading. You're going to be learning 3 things sort of medical-ish before 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, do you want to...
Pretty much, yeah.
A bit of suede?
Come on then.
How many O'Reillys are there, do you think, in Ireland? Little task for you.
Right, educate me, Carl.
Right, well,
Go
like
on,
I
then.
say, right.
Educate me.
Well, what we're looking at this week, we've done war, we've done
We've nailed that. We've nailed war. We summed up war with a little French bloke whose battle cry was "John's got a moustache."
Right. So, and last week we did science.
What would you do on science then?
Airy kid.
Brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
So this week we're looking at medical problems.
I'm sure we do Airy kid every week.
Medical problems. Then I've got a couple of things under the banner of colon. Then educate me.
Yeah.
We've got this is interesting. Right. Do you know if you have an operation on your brain? Right. What they do is I mean, this is why I'd never go to the doctors. I don't like doctors because this sort of stuff freaks me out. Right? They can operate on your brain, and what they do is they put you to sleep first, cut your brain case open.
Your skull, yeah.
The brain case.
Yeah, yeah.
And then wake you up and operate on you. So you're sat there with your head open, messing with your brain, and you don't feel anything.
Well, there's no nerve endings, is there, in the brain?
But still, it's not right, is it?
What, do you think they do it for fun?
No,
they
but
go on, Reg, wake him up so he all freaked out.
Well, is it necessary that you're awake, do you think, or...
Well, they need the brain active, don't they?
Yeah, but it is when you're asleep, you're having mad dreams. I had a mad dream the other day.
Go on.
No, I might tell you about it later, but there's no sense to it. But, so your brain's still...
Where is this conversation?
Yeah, I mean, it'll turn out, I go, no, Carl, I was there, that wasn't a dream.
Yeah.
No, but... So, I mean, if I had an operation...
On your brain, heaven forbid.
Well, operation anywhere, I'd like to sort of think, well, I'll have an injection, I'll go asleep, but when I wake up, it'll all be sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that...
Your brain case is open.
And they wake you up and you think, oh, is it all done? And they say, well, have a look in the mirror. And your brain...
See, I don't think they do that. I don't think they try and frighten you when you're during an operation.
Yeah, I don't think that you go about your business and they sort of follow you around, dabbling.
Yeah.
No, but it's almost like they are having a bit of a laugh with you.
Right, well, I'd just like to say now that they don't. Anyone who's going in for an operation on their head, do not ever listen to anything Carl says.
Why have you got to be awake? Because you'll be bored anyway, you'll be sat there.
Well, they give you a telephone directory look, and they say, look how many Macs are in there. That's the Scottish telephone directory. And, you know, time flies when you're counting that sort of thing.
No, but do you know, like, when you...
What are you telling me? What are you
I'm just
asking
saying
me?
how weird it is. It's weird, isn't it? It's like, do you know when you go for a haircut, right? And it's a bit embarrassing. Well, I don't anymore, but... When you go for a haircut, it used to be...
You go for a haircut?
It used to be a bit embarrassing when, like, they'd wet your hair and they'd make you have that sort of Hitler cut because your hair's wet, and I used to hate it, and I think, do you have to do that? Do you know what I mean? You know
it's
what I mean?
Similar. It's very similar to open skull surgery.
What I'm saying is, it's almost like barbers like to do that to make you look daft and feel daft for a bit, and there's women coming in and out, and you're sat there with a daft haircut.
Yeah.
And this is what that reminds me of.
Do you think they do it in a shop window, this brain operation?
I'm just saying, it's a bit weird.
Why are we doing it in John Lewis's?
Just so more
I
people
love
can
the idea that that's what doctors are doing. Let's make this guy look a bit stupid.
Yeah.
Open his brain
Look
case.
at the twatty look with his brain out of his head.
Take a Polaroid, Reg. Take a Polaroid.
Look at him. Look at his face. Right, clock his face when I give him the mirror. Get this on camera.
Put his fake nose and glasses
Sorry,
on.
did you teach me something then? Was that
I
educational?
taught you that your brain case can be open with your awake, and you just sat there sort of letting them get on with it.
Brilliant, I've learned that. I'll never forget that. Right, go on, anything else?
You'll love... Let's play a song, because the next one is amazing.
What, even more amazing than that?
Yeah. Play a song?
Yeah, bit of Bowie?
No email still, by the way.
No, I don't think it's working.
It's not working today.
Lady
so
Stardust.
We'll have to do a phone-in for Rockbusters.
Off the Ziggy Stardust album.
All right.
Karl Pilkington is in the middle of educating me. Colon then, educate me.
Right, so,
I've learnt that you can, fiddle around with your brain when awake. That's brilliant.
I've never been a fan of doctors, though, so this was a good one for me to look up, because...
Yeah.
Did I tell you the time when the doctor said I was going to die?
All right, keep talking.
Right, ages ago, must have been about 15, right? And at lunchtime there was this... We used to have a choice of stuff to do at lunchtime, right? We used to have like a burger place that had an arcade machine in it, right? So we used to go there and play on that and have a burger. Or there was this baker's, right, that my mum worked at, and did great cakes and stuff, right? So she used to like bring some home and that, but she couldn't always bring them home every night because, they'd cost money, and she used to get them for free. And they used to say they'd rather chuck them away than give them to the staff because there's a chance that the cream might be off.
Right.
Right, so they used to chuck them round the back. So I used to go round the back with my mate and eat a load.
Brilliant. Scavenger eating out of bins.
No, it wasn't out of bins, they were still in trays, but they just stacked them up near the bins, right? So this got out, it used to be chocker. Once the school found out, everybody used to go there, and it'd be like, well, have a cake.
The headmaster fighting the kids off.
Right, so I'd have, you just eat, 6 jam donuts or something, and then you'd spend your dinner money on the arcade machine.
Brilliant.
Right? So it was a good afternoon, really, right? So you'd do that, and this one day I must have had 6 or 7 jam donuts, a few Congress tarts.
What's a Congress tart?
I love them. I can't get them in London, right? So I'd have some of them.
If anyone can get a Congress tart for Karl in London, please let him know.
So anyway, this day, that was just a normal day. Do you know what I mean? Once, twice a week, you'd have a load of cake.
In your life,
yeah.
So
normal
anyway,
day in your life. Were the frog boys there with the webbed hands and the big heads? And the horse in the settee?
But the day after one of these days, I had really bad cramp in my belly. Right? I was like in agony, could hardly walk. So I said to my mum,
you could hardly stagger to the free cakes.
So, I was in absolute agony. I said, I don't like doctors, but you'll have to get a doctor in because I don't know what it is, I can't walk. Just gets the doctor round. I won't say his name, but he said, well, doesn't look like he's got long left.
Blimey.
So I was a bit like, hang on a minute, I've only had a few cream donuts.
Yeah.
My mum was panicking.
Sure.
He went, my dad came in from work, she said, something's really bad with Karl, I think it's serious, the doctor said he ain't got long left. So he said, what, he said that and just left? So she said, yeah. He said, I'll have to call him then. So he called him up, said, what's all this about? Karl hasn't got long left, how long's he got? So he goes, I was only messing. He's just had some bad cream. Can you believe that?
Well, the thing is...
I like the fact your mum didn't ask any questions.
I know.
She didn't go into detail. Can you explain more, Doctor? No, I got a shoe off.
But she doesn't. I
don't want to diss you or your family, but I imagine if I was there, I'd have known the doctor was joking. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I sound very arrogant there, but I imagine he went, what's he been doing? I had about 6 cream cones. Oh, right. Oh, wow. He hasn't got long to live then. I'll see you later. That's what I think the doctor did.
Yeah. Just like the idea your mum just let him go.
Yeah.
Terrified, thinking, well, I'm not going to probe him. He's that's it then.
Dad comes in. Hi, honey, I'm home. Anything happened? The doctor said Karl's going to die and then left. Did he? I'll call him.
But anyway, that's why these sort of things fascinate me. So we'll move on to this next one, right, which is brilliant. Dead short story. So, right, old woman, about 70 years old. Yeah. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff, nothing wrong with her, she's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctor's, just to check herself out, 'cause she's getting on a bit. Says, take your clothes off and that. So she does, and checks her out, says, yeah, you're looking good, turn round. He said, oh, God. He says, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we could book you in for an operation. It's best if we remove this. Books are in for an operation. Operation day comes, strip her down and that. They're all stood round, the doctors. Start to operate. It only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Carl.
I can forward you. Serious.
Right, okay, Carl, I'm telling you now, I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking. I've never had such. You are. Play a record.
I can't believe it.
What do you mean you can't believe it? Stop the record. Right, okay. Right, what do you mean you couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said, I've got to tell Ricky that.
This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years, you mental case. Of course she didn't.
Doves caught by the river. People are going to think you're thick, Carl.
Well, they can think what they want, because if they do their own research, they'll probably find the story. Because it won't have happened that many
Carl,
times.
think about it. I mean, how could an old woman have a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years?
She said she couldn't remember even making one, so she was as surprised as the doctors were.
But hold on though, she presumably must have sat on it naked.
Yeah.
Didn't that bring back any memories?
Oh, it's weird, but
Carl.
But why would it stay there? Why wouldn't it fall off when she had a bath or a shower?
Grease! What about a bath?
But why didn't the doctor realise that when he first looked at it?
Yeah.
Was he not paying attention when he said, I think it's a tumour?
Carl, listen, think about it. A pork chop stuck to your arse for 5 years. You're naked, you sit on a pork chop, you go, nothing. There's nothing weird about that. I can't feel anything. Even if you had a dead leg, the time you that pork chopped it. What else you got dressed?
Well, she might have not have done that much. She's old, she probably just sat down and didn't move for a bit, and over time it's stuck, and then...
What do you mean over time it's stuck? Do you think the longer something there, the more it stays there?
Look, I know that's why
the pork chop goes, well, we've been here a year, we're not going to move now. I don't think we're going to move now, but I'm quite, attached to this buttock. I think I'll stay here for another 4 years until some doctor works it out.
I love the idea they got her into hospital, they gave her the bed baths, they got her ready for the operation, they laid her out. They were just right to take get the scissors or the knife, make the incision. Hang on a minute.
This is a pork. This is a
Bring
pork
me a frying pan.
This is a pork chop.